dragons.
No! Hi, everybody! Welcome to Dichotomy, the show where we make stupid decisions so you don't have to. I'm Smash, I'm your DM, and welcome for playing in my imagination for a little while. I really appreciate that. I'm joined as always by my wonderful group of players, outsiders. We are going to introduce ourselves, starting with Nia.
Hello, I am playing as Leela today. She is a fairy and the Circle of the Moon and a Circle of the Moon druid, level 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes snacks and can now set herself on fire at will, which is dope.
Glitter bombs. Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, cool.
Wait, what?
Let's move over to Space.
I'm Space Cadet. My character is Shadin. He's a fighter level 8, bard level 2. Battle Master fighter.
So he fights like dancing. He's got them dancing shoes on.
He's a warrior poet. You know, they're known.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah, for sure. Warrior poets. We like them. We love them. We stand. Let's move on to Captain Mission.
Hi, Mission. I'll be playing Wish Turing Doc. I'm a Circle of Spores druid, level 10, and I'm a forest gnome.
Who might have already succeeded in his long-term goal.
Yeah, I really peaked early.
Weapon destruction.
Yeah, did that scratch your itch?
Yeah,
we'll
it's
see.
been a good couple of days for Wish.
Because now I actually figured out how this scene is going to play out. And it's a doozy. Moving on now to our good friend Ray, who is back after a long hiatus. Welcome back, Ray.
Yay! Hi, I'm Ray. I'm a Divine Soul Sorcerer, level 10. And I'm Richard.
Correct. Maybe a little bit on the pale side. Maybe likes to not go out in the sun as much as everybody else. He's not quite a ginger.
Oh,
because he has rabies.
But he does enjoy the color red. Now we're going to move on finally to Lana.
Hi, I am Lana, and I have Lavari, the fantastic flying tiefling, who is now not only a rogue, but also a warlock.
Yes.
Oh.
And a participator in mass genocide.
Well, gee, I'm going to call it that.
She is sneaky. She is stealthy. She has some things going on in her past that none of you all know about, but I know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know some of it. You know she's connected. You
Yeah.
pretty much know what I know. So, friends and neighbors, what the fuck happened last time? What the actual fuck happened last time?
No clue.
Is you Space?
Yeah, so it started on the 6/5, 2491 PR. The Outsiders, we woke up in that in Dalliance, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And one of the soldiers from the ridge was coming back, was hauling ass back, retreating, and he was saying that the Earl, who turned out to be Carol Vale, he had failed, and the site had fallen and whatnot. Immediately she didn't want to take off and whatnot, leave and whatever. But Lavari was like, "Oh yeah, we gotta stay or whatever."
Classic Lavari impression.
Fair.
But in her higher I guess because of her mom or something or whatever. But anyway, the guy said that there were panther monsters that had attacked. They climbed up, despite their efforts to stop them, and took over the ridge, the Great Ridge and stuff. Lavari was trying to rally the troops, but Shadin was insubordinate, which was 100% ready for action. Then we had a bunch of different plans and stuff. We gave away the weapons. We tried to set up traps, but then Lila and Lavari did a little recon thing, and they went to see what was actually going on. Shadin was fighting with some captain or something like that, but they saw that. Oh no! Before that, there was an exposition thing for the scrying eye fell out of the bag, and the great gods gave a vision.
A little bit of forced exposition.
Yeah. Where Carol's body was retrieved by some big human warrior thing and took him back to the Vale house, I suppose, where Lady Cressida Vale was retrieving the body. I guess they were gonna eat him or something because she was like, yelling about the taste he was gonna get from the recycling bin or something like that.
Yeah, his dad
But
was going to compost him, and his mom was not happy about that because his father married into the family. So her thing is like she's like, we're going to respect our family traditions and eat him.
cannibalize him, which I guess is fine, I suppose.
I mean, he's a little pickled by now after being a few hours in the compost heap.
But I don't know how they portal in and out. But I don't know if they were in cahoots with. Well, that's what Shiden was thinking. They were in cahoots with the orcs, but we didn't really know that. At that point, Leland and Vari went to do the
Fucking
recon
what
thing.
orcs?
But we're not there yet. um, they did pass without trace there. Oh, so Lavari spotted 8 fallen, which are big giant purple orcs or something, blue purplish orcs. 6 of the panther creatures and 12 regular orcs that were holding that site.
Users with human fingers.
Yeah, some weird, crazy monsters and stuff. Which was preparing the civilian population there at the time. We still hadn't really decided on a course of action. And the orcs were building big siege weapons and whatnot, which was a big change of their tactics, which was suspicious also. Calvin Carver, turns out, was coming down the road and was 1 day away to take reinforce the site. You know, they were spotted and stuff, and they started throwing rocks at them. Lulu very hauled ass back and got exhausted, and got back to the site, and let everybody know what was going on. Shidin was freaking out again, but he still wanted to hold. And then I went offline for a little bit, so. Oh yes, they did. Eventually, they decided to like form a separate group and like make a bomb and stuff, and go like blow up the site just so they couldn't hold it and whatever. So it's like basically we were trying to like keep them from having the thing, and that happened.
Yeah, you wanted to keep
And-
them from being able to hold the ridge because it was an incredibly defensive point that with all those siege weapons and things, if it had been like a drawn out battle, it would have been very heavily stacked on the orc side.
Yeah,
Like that was their forward base. That was Iberia's forward base during the war.
Yeah. So something happened there, and Shiden was there waiting for them to come back. And I think that was the end of the sesh.
Yeah, y'all learned why bags of holding are treated as a controlled substance in this world.
Hmm.
At least as far as they're regulated. So we ended on a bang. What you all see as Wish, Lavari, and Leela are hauling ass back to Cold Scar. All of a sudden, that's when you see the explosion. How it starts off as a strange bluish purple glow that just expands and then contracts and expands again and contracts to where all of the matter around it seems to be expelled outward before being drawn in. As it's doing so, it's heating up greater and greater until finally it detonates in a massive explosion that tears open the sky. You can see that there are creatures that are flooding in through this tear. The ridge in front of you is completely shorn away. The ground starts shaking all around you, harder and harder. Shadin and Richard, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
As you two are not currently flying.
Oh shit!
This is not the ground is trembling a little bit. This is not if I'm walking, I can't feel that there's an earthquake going on. There are great gouts of ground that are being upheaved as just massive pillars of stone are erupting and the land is folding in on itself.
I think I can add 2 for Jack of all trades, but
Yeah.
it's still only a 10. Yeah, it's only a 10.
Actually, let me see real quick. Yeah, huh. Is there a thing on your character sheet? Is there like a check box that you can click for a Jack of all trades?
It should be in settings, like next to core bio spells and then settings. And then the bottom center box at the bottom of that box has a jack of all trades.
Hmm.
It's ability check, so I don't think it counts as a save.
Okay, yeah.
It's an 8 in that
Okay.
case.
Cool. So you immediately fall on your ass as there is a hi Nia.
Sorry, just trying to find the way to get you all up top.
You're good.
There we go.
So you are thrown back on your ass as a massive pillar of stone just juts up from the ground under you and sends you up 10, 15, 20 feet up into the air before finally stops. And that's when you hear the second explosion. It's like the ground itself is being torn open as you can hear just boom, boom, boom all around you. As you can see, the second, the third, the fourth explosion, all traveling along a similar route to where you saw the old inscriptions of the shape of the ley lines. As more fire is being thrown up into the sky, you can see that this is not a blue glow of stable ether, but is instead the greenish glow, the kind that you experienced on the Crater Lake Island with the mana crystal, which had been adversely affected by the souls of the dead. Carver shoving ghosts into stuff. 10, 15, 20 minutes pass. I'm going to need another dexterity saving throw from both of you.
This time I'm gonna crash.
Oh,
You got a 6.
All right.
oh.
Okay. So, okay, cool. So, you two are trying to outrun this shockwave as more of the ground is just erupting all around you, as what can only be described as just a geyser of magical flame erupts from the ground. Both of you are going to take. Where's my rolling stuff?
I just
There's
love
my
the map
rolling
that's
stuff.
centered in the background.
Can I cast mage armor on myself?
Yes, that won't change this instance as it affects your AC, and this was a save. But you can go ahead and cast it as soon as you get back to your feet. But y'all are both going to take 17 points of fire damage. I was going to say flame damage, but it's fire damage.
Flameo.
Flame yo, Hotman. Where my Hotmans at?
Just Ray.
It affects my life points too.
I believe mage armor just increases your AC, but let me pull up the description of the
Well, I
spell
mean,
real quick because I may be wrong.
Fire damage I just received that lowers my health.
Yes, yeah, that would lower your health, your HP, by 17 points. And I believe that Shadin is normally resistant to fire damage, but this specific fire is different. You are used to flames coating you and being able to at least shake it off a little bit. But what is affecting you now is affecting you on a deeper level. Not only does it hurt, but it also makes you sad.
Ravenite Dragonborns are not resistant to fire. So
Oh, that's correct.
yeah. So I get
Oh,
do I get one of those things? What do you
another Hotman.
Oh wait, actually, are you resistant to necrotic damage?
I'm
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Inspiration?
I'm thinking of a different thing.
Just kidding.
All right. Lavari, Witch,
Yes.
Leela, what you are seeing from your overhead perspective, once the ridge is completely disintegrated in front of you, turned to dust, you can now see to the south the River Valley Peninsula. the time or the place where you all have spent a good bit of time here recently. You're seeing as cracks are beginning to form in the landmass, and through those cracks, bright greenish glow is shooting out into the sky. Lavari, make me a perception check with advantage.
Okay. $14.
14. Okay. So you are able to see within this greenish glow, there are figures moving, spectral humanoid shapes. As they're ejected into the sky, they begin to redirect back down in almost a ribbon of force that just begins lashing at the land itself, pulling up stone, pulling up trees. You can see Crescent Bridge as the bridge itself begins to collapse, throwing all of the houses into the river to be washed away. The river itself begins to boil and roil and tumble all around
That
itself
wasn't supposed to happen.
as it evaporates and the water dissipates. You all have never seen destruction on this level. As you're watching in front of you, the land devouring itself. As the tide of the ocean rushes in to fill the space, you can see all of the trees, the hilltops swept away. From this distance, you see a small boat which is caught by the water. Unfortunately, as the waves create a giant whirlpool vortex in the center of the land, the ship is dashed to pieces against the rocks. As the River Valley Peninsula is destroyed in front of you, leaving nothing but a massive, constantly swirling whirlpool. What are each of you thinking at this moment? We'll start with Leela.
Did I do that?
Have an inspiration.
Let me write it down.
It should be on your character sheet. There
Oh,
should be a box for it. Near where your proficiency bonus is, towards the top left-hand side of the screen, I believe.
oh.
And it's
Ooh.
just a little clickable thing that says, hey, I have inspiration.
Meow.
And remember, you can use your inspiration at any time to essentially re-roll, or to be like, I'm not feeling great about this. I want to roll with advantage. But I mean, that's technically how it works. But if you're like, I rolled this, I rolled a 1, I want to use my inspiration, I'll let you.
Boom. All right. Dope. Thank you. I'll need
There's
it.
also another way to do inspiration where it's like it's a deck of cards and you draw the cards, and whatever that card is, you get to add that to a roll. So I mean, that's another way to do it. So yeah, what you, other than did I do that?
Well, I just hope no one was in there.
There were definitely people in there.
We're gonna dissociate. We're just gonna dissociate and act like it didn't happen.
Did I leave the oven on? Wish, what is currently going through your head right now as you were seeing destruction on a level you could not have even conceived of before this? This is like 29/11s.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Wish is probably experiencing a lot of abject horror right now at what's going on. On the other hand, we didn't have any other choice. I can rest in that rationalization that we didn't have any other choice. Did I think that this was going to be the end result? No. When I turned myself into a stick and carried this box up there, no, I didn't think it was going to be this bad. But yeah, it's a mixture of horror, disbelief, rationalization, you know,
And
it's hard.
also,
It's a hard world to be a gnome in, and a gnome that blows up part of the world. Forget about it. You know, I mean, so yeah,
That is true.
whatever. Not good.
isn't there a
But
part of you that wanted this though?
Poquito.
Just a little.
well, I was looking for. Yeah, I wanted to bring. Well, that's good. Yeah, it requires some self-reflection, I think. Yeah, I did, but not like this. You know,
Not
Mm.
like
I,
this.
I wanted to
Not
be a
like
hero. This
this.
doesn't feel like a hero quality move. This sounds like Wish trying to slink back into the shadows and maybe not name this Wish's Pass or
Yeah.
Wish's Vault,
You will live
Water
in
World.
infamy.
Yeah,
People will speak your name for generations.
yeah, yeah. This wasn't what Wish really wanted, but here we are.
Would you say Wish is feeling a little small right now?
Smaller. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's hard to see something like that and not feel smaller than the already 3 feet that I inhabit.
It's true. Lavari, what is going through your mind right now?
Yeah, there's like 10 seconds of just horror on her face, and then it just immediately masks, and it's just the wheels are turning of how are we getting ourselves out of this? What are we going to blame this phenomenon on?
It's at that moment that all of you, even the ones who were just hit with sad fire, that's-
Sad fire.
yeah, almost, like it makes you hurt and it makes you sad. That's when you all notice the sky. It's weird because it was definitely nighttime
Oh God.
when you did this. But all of a sudden the sky begins to glow a brighter color. You all see where the sun normally is in the sky. And you're familiar with the Orbis ring. You remember seeing it one specific time when the sky went out previously. What you're now seeing is a massive glow coming from a circular ring in the sky. In what I can only describe as ripples begin to extend out from it. The sky begins to glow brighter. The clouds, which are normally obscuring, at least partially, your view of Celestia above, begin to clear. And you can see the continents of Celestia clearly, completely clearly for the first time, as they seem to be getting larger and larger and larger in your vision as the ground begins to quake again. The sky seems to be falling before it gets brighter than you could even stare at. Then begins to recede. Slowly at first, but then quicker and quicker until there's just a small pulse of light, almost like a heartbeat. As for the first time, the Orbis ring is staying clearly visible in the sky, blanketing the moon like a halo. So what the fuck are y'all gonna do?
Are we all together back at?
I will say, no, y'all are still on the
Scar?
ground. Now the quaking has stopped. The land is very much altered from how you initially saw it. There are now giant pillars of stone. It looks like a Dragon Ball Z fighting arena. As the wasteland, which was, I mean, partially mountainous terrain, but there was a lot of grass and trees that are no longer there. Cold Scar has been, while not destroyed, several of the houses have just been completely taken out There are now just large pillars of stone in place of where they were before. One house is actually completely intact, and you're noticing it's not a house. It's the Dewey Dalliance, which has completely, I guess they had a really good foundation built on it because it's now just raised up into the sky overlooking Cold Scar. You do see, after a little while, your friends in the sky, as it is now bright enough to see them, even though it is nighttime. It's almost as if there's another moon creating more of a glow on the land. But this is more, instead of being like off to the side like the other moons are, this is directly overhead. And the sky has a strange... The best way I can describe it is, like a film grain filter? Kind of looks like that.
So if it's directly overhead, isn't there supposed to be like another piece of a planet above us?
Yes.
Okay. So it's
And that
between
is-
us and that.
Yeah, that is Celestia, which I was describing before. The continents
Yes.
that you couldn't always see clearly, but now can see very clearly, as they look like they are much closer than they were before.
Okay, but the moon thing, is that a part of Celestia, or is that like something between
That
where
is
we are?
usually between Cascadia and Celestia. There are 4 moons, and they're usually in the cardinal directions. But they're usually off like on the horizon, whereas this is directly overhead. After a little while, you do spot both Richard and Shidin.
Yeah, Shiden stayed back in the.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh well, just Shiden was back with the horses, waiting for them to come back. We had to taking all the meat from the bag of coaling, so he's gonna cook them all up and stuff, and wait for them to regroup. And I'm just waiting for them to regroup. And I got goat Richard back into Richard form, I guess.
Oh yeah, he is no longer a sheep, but you are.
All right.
As you immediately turn into a sheep. It's almost like okay, so you run over to Richard, who you saw like get hit with Sadfire and then go from sheep to Richard form. And as you're reaching out to grab him, poof, little scaly sheep.
Well, I was just trying to say I would get on my feet and then pick Richard up, but Richard is a sheep now, so oh well. Or she didn't. She's sheep now, so
Yes.
it doesn't. Well, come on, you scaly sheep. We have to get somewhere.
Meh.
And
So-
just look at the sky and think by myself, while I was a sheep, what the fuck did they all do?
True.
That's true. You were a sheep for a while. Oh.
I think
picture
I'm
like
still
the sheep
carrying.
1,000-yard stare. Just like
I think I'm still carrying Wish, right?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you and Lavari are both, I'm sorry, you and Leela are both kind of carrying Wish, one arm over each of y'all.
Okay. Okay. So I will, as soon as Lavari lands, set Wish down, and then immediately go into, we're not telling anyone about our involvement in this. As far as anyone knows, this just happened.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Shidin's gonna take one of the sanding stones and like fall to his knees and yell, "Carver! Carver!"
Ah. Ah.
That's true. I'm sorry. I'm just doing sheep. Ah!
What's wrong with that sheep?
After a little time, you hear back, meh, 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 meh. And And nothing.
Dang.
We need to make a plan because this is obviously a mess.
And you're no longer a sheep. Because that'll make this conversation hard.
I mean,
He calls
that's-
up feathers for some reason, which is equally strange because sheep don't eat birds.
if they can, they will. I'm sure.
Probably.
I bet they would. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's eating anything.
Did you ever see that cow eating a chick or something like that? A little chicken bird? Yeah.
I saw a
can't
bunny
catch
eating
him.
raspberries.
I saw deer eating birds before.
Yeah, if they can't catch them, they'll eat them.
I'm gonna put my dad on blast here for a minute. So, I used to like fuck with him by casting like my phone to his TV.
Oh.
And I would always do it with the same one, which is a bunny eating raspberries. It was like a white bunny. It was eating raspberries. So if you're like looking at it from far off, it kind of looks horrific. So like I put this on and like come to his house and he's just like looking at it and he goes, no, no. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Please proceed.
Oh yes. So yeah. So Calvin Carver did that. How could he possibly have done that? Carver the Cruel, they called him. Remember? Huh? Wink.
Exactly.
Wink.
We're the only ones who know what happened for real.
Yes,
For
which
real
is why
Jesus.
none of us are going to breathe a word about it.
Oh,
Already forgot.
I know what we did last summer. The thing.
I'm getting ready to
We'll deal with it in
do a
20
blood
years.
pact.
Yeah. Oh, now we've truly bonded. Yeah. A lie. Yeah. All right. But yeah, I'm cool with that. So we should can we look through the rubble and stuff? I need a um component pouch and stuff and a pearl.
Sure. Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
The rubble of what? though?
Didn't the city get messed up
Yes.
a little bit? Yeah.
Are we there in the city? Oh, okay.
I thought that's what the
Sorry.
horses were, and yeah.
Wish.
Yeah, that
Any
was
investigation? You
Did in and Richard.
Oh, shit.
Gotcha.
Can I add the 2 to that?
Yes.
Oh yes.
It may
yes.
have already added it. Yes, it looks like it did.
Oh, son of a
Because
bitch.
Jack of all
Yeah.
trades will automatically apply.
Oh, all right. Dang it.
I will say you're able to find a component pouch. That's pretty standard traveling gear.
Oh, I guess we don't need the owl network either. I'll just suggest that we just haul ass to our actual objective of reaching old lady Heskiva. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Well, she definitely wouldn't like it if you called her old lady Huskiva.
Yeah, I hate to switch gears so quick, but I don't know what else we can do here, really.
Absolutely nothing. So yes, we should definitely be on our way.
I mean, it probably behoove you to take a long rest at this point.
Oh yes.
Because y'all have been running for a while now.
Right.
Because y'all waited through till like way late in the night to start your endeavor. We'll call
This
it that.
is-
Start your war crimes.
You mean Calvin Carver the Cruel's crimes?
It's never a war crime the first time.
How hard would it be to get? Because 2 of us can fly, and we figured out we can carry Wish. How hard would it be to get everybody up to the Dewey Dalliance?
Not too difficult. I would say that Shadin will have to make an athletics check.
May I put the spider boots on and attune to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just. I
Yeah,
could have used that last time, but I freaked out.
The attuning process takes about an hour, so we'll just say that you did it last time.
Thank you.
Dope.
Because like you didn't have anything that you needed to unattune or anything. You had an open slot, I'm pretty sure.
And since you have rope, I can tie a rope also up there, if you guys like. But there's only 2 can.
Yeah, I would say that between Leela and Lavari, they would be able to get both Richard and Wish up, like 2 separate trips. But you with your great armor and your bulk, probably
Oh yeah,
not.
now you're just carrying all the stuff we had stashed in the bag of holding too, huh?
Yeah,
It's not that much really. I was checking it. It's mostly money, and the rest, like the swords and stuff, I gave away to the villagers
is
on the
heavy.
thing. So he doesn't count weight. So
Oh yeah.
otherwise, I wouldn't be able to haul this stuff at all.
yeah. I don't count weight. It's just be reasonable.
Yeah.
That's
Which
pretty
is
much how
fair.
because again, like if you're festooned with like a bandolier of great swords, no.
Yeah, I gave all, even my armor, the extra armor I had, I gave everything away. So
Yeah.
All right, well, we might as well get a good night's rest instead of sleeping on the ground.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the kitchen and the bar are completely intact. Like this is a good, sturdy building.
Mm.
There is nobody there because they all evacuated.
Ah.
Some
Head out
people
to
got out.
Dunn's Point before y'all started y'all's suicide mission. Which seemed like a suicide mission at the time.
But it was a murder mission. Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, a part of yourself died that day, so
That's true.
oh, she didn't thought it was beautiful.
weak part,
He loved
yeah.
it. Yeah.
the weak part.
Such a pity I missed it all.
Be glad you weren't involved in the murder mission.
Plausible deniability. It's good to have.
you were a
Your
sheep.
hands are clean.
I'll take the sheep on that one.
You're trying to.
So as
Yeah,
you're-
Lavari will hop behind the bar then and start passing out drinks because Lord knows we all need one or
Mhm.
5.
yes, yeah, and there's plenty of liquor available. This was a high end establishment as far as the area goes.
Yeah, I've seen Runica burn, so I don't think it's like how many? There's 2 settlements, maybe like a couple hundred people at most.
Well,
Plus
maybe if
four.
we don't dwell on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's counting? 10,
My math.
100.
Well,
I mean,
yeah. I mean, I
bad
wasn't
news.
really. I was playing with the horses when that was going on. So
yeah, you have plausible
It
deniability
was-
too, really.
True.
I was asleep
They
like a
left.
baby.
They
Oh.
came back.
No
There
one
was
says a
conclusion.
word.
Yes. We didn't do nothing. Wait. We didn't do anything. Just told on
Didn't
myself.
do
Yeah.
nothing.
I want to like rummage through all the rooms and whatnot since we have downtime, just to look for loose stuff, loose change or whatever.
Sure, make
Pearls. I'm looking for a pearl. Came out of somebody's butt, maybe.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I think we need to go to Mystic Emissions for that one.
He might have gone destroyed. Is this Mr. Commission still around?
Missions was destroyed. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, pity.
We're with a different Mr. Commission now. Yeah.
So make me an investigation check.
Oh, again. Oh, let's see how horrible that.
As a secret, as a bard, you can give yourself bardic inspiration before you roll something. That way you can.
Would it inspire my? Can I inspire myself? What a jerk off!
You can
Can
indeed.
bards inspire? Oh, I see. I'm new at this, so like don't
okay.
mind me.
Oh, we're telling you.
I have a 14, sir.
Did you want to add your bardic inspiration to that?
I didn't know about it before I rolled, so I probably shouldn't. It's okay.
But since you didn't know about it, I'm informing you that you
Oh,
have the opportunity
all
to do
right.
what you would like.
I shall do that then. What is that? A D6, right? I think. I was saying to myself and inspire me. Adding a 5 to that for a
Okay,
19.
so 19.
Nice.
I will say that you find total 60 silver, 40 gold, 22 copper, and 1 pearl necklace with 5 pearls on it.
Cool. That's awesome.
Pretty short necklace there.
No, it's fairly long. It's just like every 3 inches or so it has a pearl.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Get your head out of the gutter.
I mean, isn't that how they're spaced? And anyway, yeah,
Oh,
I will
I mean,
pocket them. And
I don't think it would be like a full 3 inches. Like build up some anticipation before the next one.
Yeah.
I really
That
don't
would
know.
kill
Okay?
Wish.
Welcome back.
Welcome
You are
back.
unfrozen now.
Everybody was frozen on my end, so
Oh,
glad
you
it
were
worked.
frozen on our end,
Awesome.
but we can all still see each
It's
other.
better now.
You weren't frozen in an unflattering expression.
Okay. I wasn't frozen like flipping off the world. That could have been fun though.
No,
I
the
wouldn't
time
mind that.
whenever you froze during our recording session, you had frozen like with your mouth like wide open, and, like one of your eyes slightly closed.
Yes.
So it
You're
was
like
it was
screenshot
Not, it was not the best.
It's okay.
thumbnail.
But we weren't recording video, so it's fine. It's lost forever. So, yes, that is what you have found. So you now have a few pearls to do your thing. So, Lavari, you're passing out drinks.
I am passing out drinks.
Are you all
Lavari
staying
is a
to drink and eat?
surprisingly talented bartender too, so the drinks are good.
Oh,
you can just decide that.
Yeah, I did just decide. Yeah,
yeah, they're good.
yeah, she knows what she's doing with the bottle of liquor.
Gotcha.
All right, we should just. Are we all together? What's going on with the other quiet ones?
Trying to dissociate, first of all.
Yeah, Leila's just got a 1,000-yard stare as she's just like mechanically drinking her drink.
You know what? Nothing says we're trying to distract ourselves from something like a little game.
What was the game we're supposed to be doing? Truth or Dare?
Yes. This is the perfect time for it after something really traumatic.
Trauma bonding time. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
I
So
just
as
take
a
a swig
Shidden-
of my flecken with a bunch of blood because I haven't eaten in 2 months.
gotcha.
Fair.
It's only been a couple of days. It's all right.
First thought about something very dangerous because I first thought when I returned as a sheep, it didn't specify when I returned as normally human being, I would attack you all. But in such a dilemma, I don't do that.
Fair. So as Shidin is rummaging upstairs, as you can hear like furniture being thrown aside and beds being like upended, like where is it? Where is it? Laura begins to hand you all drinks.
Who's going first?
Thank you.
You just volunteered.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. Who in here should I ask?
Lavari will go and find the highest proof liquor that she can.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you find some ogre killer.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bring
sip of
that
that.
out. 5 shot glasses.
So then I'm gonna
You
do
wake up in the
this.
arms of a hairy stranger that you don't necessarily want to know.
Sorry. Hi, Jarrell.
Hello.
And I guess, yeah, so my go, I'm going to shoot some glitter out of my nose, roll it
Like
up
a
into like
reverse
a
Uma
little...
Thurman.
Yes. And I'm going to roll it up in, I guess we don't have rice paper here. I don't know, something.
Yeah, there's a couple Bibles behind the bar.
Yeah.
And I'm going to dare one of y'all to... To eat it. Who wants glittery poo?
Well, it's not a
gotta hear
volunteer
someone.
thing. You
Yeah.
gotta ask somebody specifically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Ray because he's been gone for a while.
Me.
Truth or dare? Actually, I didn't even give you an option.
Yeah. You want
Lisa's
this?
just ready for this game.
They
She's
play
so
it
excited.
differently in the Feywild.
Yeah, in the Feywild, you don't get an option. Truth or dare? Ray. Or not Ray. Oh my
Richard.
gosh. Richard. Truth? Oh man. Okay, then who in here did you want to suck their blood? Be honest. Who do you be thinking about when you go to
Who
sleep?
here is the most biteable?
Yes.
I think she
Not who
did.
you would expect.
Shit, then you better watch out.
It's not who you would expect. Wouldn't she be a little tough to get through?
Why? Because he's a strong and great companion.
Yeah, shit, then you better keep one eye open when you're sleeping.
I'm not even there. I'm like upstairs somewhere.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you'll never even
You
know.
sneeze.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Whose
so I
turn's
believe
next?
it's Ray's turn next. So Richard,
Oof. Oh my god. I have never played this game before. Hmm.
Pick somebody and ask
Oh,
Truth or
yeah.
dare.
Alright, Wish. For you. Truth or dare?
Oh, I'm supposed to pick one?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'll take truth. Sorry.
No one wants to pick a dare.
Well, what's the dare? I thought we have to just take a shot of the ogre killer.
No,
do
you
that
take
too.
a shot if you don't want to answer the question or follow through on the dare.
Oh, I want to take a shot of the ogre killer and then answer the question.
yeah.
make me a Constitution saving throw.
Did you
Saving
ever
throw and what?
this innocent person?
Yeah, up until the last 48 hours.
Yeah.
What saving throw? Smash.
Constitution, as you're taking the shot of liquor.
Mhm.
Oh,
Ooh.
wish she's still hungover, probably.
Yeah,
it
right.
was a pretty low DC, but you did not meet it, so you're feeling pretty good already.
I'm ready for the question, Richard.
Already ask you that.
Oh, is that the question?
What was the question? I'm sorry. Wish she's drunk already.
Did you ever kill an innocent person?
I'm not hearing you. I'm sorry.
Did you ever kill an innocent person?
Oh yeah. Oh, tons of them. Not up until yesterday, but zero until yesterday. A million yesterday. Yeah.
Much.
Right. I mean, all of them maybe.
Oh,
We don't know. We're the only people we've seen. So
right. This is sus. You probably need to get out of here.
yeah, it's probably dangerous just drinking alone in this weird bar, abandoned bar.
When people come and
You're not
investigate and
alone,
we're
man.
just here,
Yeah,
drunk.
we have no story. We have no explanation for anything. When we do get caught by someone, they're certainly going to ask us what happened, and we're all going to be
Right.
drunk and have no coherence.
Loose lips.
That's a problem for future Wish.
It's morning wish's problem, not night wish's problem.
Kill innocent people, yeah? So if they start asking questions, we just kill them.
Oh,
He's like, oh, we're full villain mode now.
yeah.
Well, hey,
Cue Devin's face.
no one is going to understand the circumstances that were present at the time when we had to use that device. You know, it's going to be really difficult to convey to people.
We're not going to talk about that. We're going to blame it all on Carver. He was a terrible, terrible, evil man with terrible, terrible, evil plans.
Right. Blowing up everything.
Are we able to piece together like what happened as far as the chain reaction of explosions?
I would say you specifically make me just a straight intelligence check.
Okay. Where is it? Oh,
because you're the only one who saw the ghosts.
Oh, that was not supposed to be an advantage.
FYI, is that Carver still alive?
It's cool. We'll take that. So you remember seeing the massive pool of ether underneath Aldford. You remember the Manicore, the corrupted Manicore,
Mhm.
which got corrupted by throwing a bunch of ghosts into it, for just lack of a better way of describing it. They shoved a bunch of ghosts in, and it got unstable and turned to the greenish color. Whereas whenever it was banished of the ghosts, it was the bluish color, like you had seen the ether before. So it's fairly reasonable to assume that whatever you had done to cause the explosion caused a chain reaction with the built up ether that had been filling up underneath Aldford.
Okay.
You know that Carver was doing a lot of things with around the ruptured ley line because of the warped fallen who were accompanying him. So I'd say it's reasonable to assume that he was fucking with the ley line and doing something to cause it to be unstable. And what you did just set off a chain reaction that just sort of completed his plan before he was ready.
Okay. So plausibly, we can blame it all on Carver.
It is plausible to do so. Yes.
Well, it's a good thing I've got a +8 to deception then.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, so we're going to blame everything on Carver. If it comes down to details, let me explain. But hopefully no one's going to ask for details when we say a terrible evil man messed up his own plans and blew up half the continent.
Yeah, that massively reduced like the total land cover of Iberia.
Yeah. Anyway, Wish, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Lavari, no one's asked you anything yet. Let's
I'll be ready to take a dare.
truth or dare? Dare? Oh,
Yay.
what's the dare? I have to come up with something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Man, what were y'all doing in middle school?
I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah. Oh, truth or dare? Dare. It has to be something in this little bar to do, like, or if can't be that far in the future. Oh, I don't know. Oh, Lavari.
Do you want to pick something gross?
No, that's not Wish's style. Mila, I'm open to suggestions. If you have
I don't know. Actually, no.
right, hard to think of
I
dares.
think you just make a glitter joint in preparation.
Yeah, but no one want. Well,
That's the point of the dare.
Weird. All right, you got to smoke that. No, you don't want to smoke.
no,
the
you
dares.
have all the like spores stuff.
Yeah,
Do
but
some with your shrooms. Give her some special shrooms.
I think they're poisonous. Yeah,
Oh,
that
never
wouldn't
mind.
be great. Yeah,
You
you
don't wanna
guys have
kill
been
her.
eating a little bit every day, anyways, to build up your resistance. Just
Microdosing us.
yeah.
Casual drops out. Oh yeah, y'all been eating that for days.
That's that tummy ache you get every morning that only lasts for like a half hour and then it goes
That
away.
was you.
Yeah,
I thought that was lactose intolerance.
Right? Now you can have all the milk.
yeah. Go for it. Yeah. Well, you have to take. Okay, I dare you to. I don't know
Well,
enough about your
I know
past.
something.
Yeah. Okay, Richard.
You could take that glitter joint from Lila and hand it to Vari to smoke it.
Well, I mean, I was gonna have you eat it, but it was in rice paper. This is a nice spring roll.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't seem as creative as Wish would like to be, but LeVar, yeah, would you? I dare you to eat Leela's glitter rice paper
And let
dumpling.
us know if the poo comes out glittery.
This second part I will not do. But the first part is fair game.
And
Very
how long
classy.
it stays glittery. Oh my goodness. It's like months
Forever.
later. It's still there.
I imagine it's a forever thing. if it
Forever
happens.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, Lavari will swallow the glitter joint.
At your own risk. Okay.
He'll forever be able to like track you.
Yeah.
Come this way.
Oh, it probably glows too.
Side note, my mom just texted me. Hey, just so you know, the Black Eyed Peas can sing us a song, but the chickpeas can only hum us one.
That's pretty good.
Thanks, Mom.
Mom
Yeah,
jokes are
I love
good.
that.
That's where it's at.
I gotta get it from somewhere.
So are you eating the thing?
I am
yeah.
eating the thing, yeah.
Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
What?
17.
17. Leela, what's your spell save DC?
It's
What?
on your spells tab.
Okay, hold on. Let me show you what I'm doing, so because I don't know what I'm looking at.
So go up to spells,
Oh, okay.
and at the top right hand, it should say your spell DC.
16.
16. So you are not reduced.
Oh, I was gonna get small. That's not so bad.
Oh, wait, that would have been fun.
Bari just turns into a little bat.
That would be so cute. Oh my god.
Oh,
Can we
that's
see
so
that?
Bat
cute.
wings.
Put you on
Yes.
my head.
Tiny little bat.
Oh,
All right,
God.
where's Shadin? He's missing out on all the fun.
Yes, cash it in.
I would say by this time you would have finished your rummaging because there's only like 6 rooms up there.
Hey guys, look what I found.
Shadin, truth or dare?
Oh. Oh, wait. I pick and stuff? I was learning English in middle school. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to pick truth or dare. Or take a shot.
Space and I were smoking under the bleachers.
Hey, why not? Anyways, yeah, Lavari, truth or dare?
No, you choose
Dare.
truth or dare.
Oh, why choose truth or dare?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, truth. I have nothing to hide. I'm not scared.
All right, tell us something that nobody knows about you.
Mm.
I'm a dragonborn. Oh wait, everybody knows that.
I think we had that one figured out. Here, take a shot and try again.
What?
Yeah. No, thank you. I was raised by horses. I don't think you guys know that yet. Yeah.
You were
Well,
raised
how does
by
that work?
horses.
Well, when they found me and they just put me in the barn with the animals and stuff because they thought I was just an animal. Well, I am just an animal. Yeah, we all are. We're all creatures. Yes. Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
By horses.
But
Right. Take a shot anyway, because you missed the first few rounds.
yeah. I suppose so. Yeah. Why not? I'll take a shot.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Well, I'm pretty good at that. They used to try to poison me all the time.
Mhm.
Yes.
19.
Okay. So you know what they used to give like the Egyptian slaves while they were building the pyramids? That like thick bread liquor.
What was
Turtle
that
beer.
thing? What was the thing the orcs drank in Lord of the Rings?
Wasn't
Oh,
it just
man.
blood?
No, isn't there the thing they drink to get them all riled up? And remember Mary and Pip? Okay, I will shut
Right.
up.
No, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what the name of it is, though. It was gross stuff. It looked like oil.
Yeah.
This tastes like it was made from fermented bread and mushrooms. And as soon as it hits the back of your throat, you get the same sensation as you get when you breathe fire. But you managed to shake off any negative effects of being drunk. But you're feeling pretty good.
Is it ergot and like going to trip out and stuff? That'd be cool.
Nothing immediately apparent.
Your voices.
All right,
do
now
that.
it's your turn. Pick a person.
I shoot. Did everyone go already? Or Leela didn't go yet. I wasn't here for that.
Also,
Where-
in real life, dare is the most fun thing, but in D&D, truth is always the most fun thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so we gotta write down the glitter effect, right? Like, did I like the shrinking thing? That might work later on.
Oh my god! Wait,
The
will that
constant-
happen if I shove glitter
was
in
an
people?
instance thing.
Dang. It's not canon.
That was for flavor more than anything else.
Damn it! All right, Leela, truth or dare? I don't know. I'm still scared of birds.
I don't know if I'm ready to face the truth. All right, fine, truth.
She barely remembers anything.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah. Dare.
Oh, I don't.
Wait,
I don't
actually,
know.
was that in my favor? Because I was just like,
You
I don't
what'll
know,
happen.
Right.
and that's the truth. I don't know. That's a cop out. Dare.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
I can't even give you suggestions because then I'll be super biased.
Yeah, like what can we dare you to do and stuff?
can't
You
think
can
of a
dare
dare,
me
think
to
of a
eat all
truth
of your
from
rations.
Someone who you want to know more about their backstory.
Oh, I missed it. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, if you can't think of a dare, then ask somebody a truth who you want to know more about their backstory.
Yeah.
You can also dare her to tell you about her backstory.
Yeah, I dare you to tell us the truth about you. I dare you to tell everything you remember.
Well, no,
Leela?
what do I remember? This is like a pop quiz at like.
Did you tell any of them about the what Jezreel told you?
I don't think so.
Just some of it, I think. About
My
her dad and
daddy's
stuff.
Hitler.
I missed that one. I didn't know there were Nazis in Cascadia.
He's
Jeez.
not. Daddy's a tyrant. Daddy's a bad man. And and I don't know. I don't know what I did, but I helped some people, and I ended up here.
So Wellbirth is gone. He wasn't.
Who?
He was back there,
I'm
wasn't
kidding.
he?
He could have
Yeah,
been
well,
one of the ones that made
Walworth is dead.
No.
Somebody better tell him that.
So are the Pirates
Right.
of the Roads.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was their ship boat that you saw.
That was a limited time run. I mean, really.
Well,
I knew that was their boat, though. I could feel it when you said it. I was like, that was Pirates of the Road for sure.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Poor Wilbur. I'll
Yeah.
take a shot for him.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers to Wellbirth.
He was the best
As
of all of
you
us.
Mm-hmm.
continue drinking, drink as much as you see fit for the evening to chase away the trauma of the day. You all lay down for rest. Are you all sleeping in the same room? You sleeping in different rooms? How are we doing this?
We should pull guard. Me and Rich can pull guard. We're not exhausted. Mission is not exhausted either. I think only Leela and Lavari are, right?
Yeah, they just have one level of exhaustion, but that will get undone after a long rest.
But I have a 17 damage from fire, so my life took a hit.
We can still pull guard and get the long rest as long as we take 3 shifts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you guys
I'm
wanna-
sleeping on a sack of potatoes or something in the kitchen.
Okay.
I'll go first on the watch.
All right.
I play cards, which you did.
We do 3 singles. Oh, I guess we can double up still, right? They can still
Yeah, you
take
can
a
still
long
double
rest.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have 2 people double up and then 1 person pull a single.
I'll pull a single if that's the options available to me. But who's anyone going with mission right now? Shit, I should go with mission and fucking talk about shit.
Just hang out, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take the first guard shift with mission and stuff, and we will develop hand and arm signal and stuff to
Okay,
work with the
so-
spider and etc.
No, good call. Mhm.
As the 3 of you
Tried so hard.
lay down for sleep, again, there is an eerie quiet that is stretching out across the land. It's quiet inside of the hotel. Go ahead and make me a perception check. Both. Well, either one of you can make it at advantage, or both of you can make a single.
What do you want to do, Space?
I have a +3 in perception.
I don't even know what I have.
Probably pretty good because I think it's wisdom.
Where the hell do I find that now?
It's on the skill box. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like right in the middle. Sort of.
Oh, the number is the plus whatever. So I have an 8 plus 8. Jesus, is that
Well,
possible?
yeah, advantage. Yeah, I think so because you're a smart guy, man. You wise.
Wise, not smart.
Proficient, plus, druids are usually wisdom-based characters, and perception's wisdom. So,
Gotcha. So I'll do it with advantage then, Space? They're
Yes,
cool?
sir.
All right. Of course, I can't see it.
20. So, the hotel is completely quiet. So you take a loop around the outside of the hotel. Off towards Dunn's Point, you can see the lights of the town off in the distance. It looks... Natural 20 on perception. It looks as if there is a group of people riding towards you from Dunn's Point. That looks like it will probably be sometime in the morning before they get here. So you'll be able to get your full rest cycle. But there does appear to be somebody approaching. Out in the sky, you can see there's still a rent in the fabric of the world at the area where you detonated the bag of holding bomb. You can see it's getting smaller over time, little by little, but you do see several figures flying out of it over the few hours of your watch. Creatures of various size.
Great.
And you are also noticing once again that the land above you is far closer than it was previous to today.
But is it closer than it was when we first noticed it?
No,
Several hours ago?
appeared to have stopped its descent.
Very good. Well, here they come.
Does he have to share that, or would I have surmised that as well, or seen the creatures come out because it was a?
That's whether he chooses to tell you or not.
Oh, we're taking this walk together though on our watch. So I'm like, oh man, look, there's
Pointed out and stuff. Oh shit!
all these horrible creatures, and this is getting worse. Things are getting worse.
Yeah, sometimes I think I'm from there because I've never seen no one else. I've been called Celestian Devil before, but I have no idea really. Like that was part of going to church the question to ask and whatnot, or the consortium. So,
Well,
yeah.
do you think we need to alert the others now? Or we can just let them sleep.
I say, yeah, just let them sleep and whatnot, and we're We're probably gonna haul ass tomorrow morning to Iberia. Well, to Duns Point, I'm sure. Yeah, we can intercept those guys coming in. I'll spend some time to write a nice little poem or story about Carver the Crew and how he did this. Yeah.
Okay.
And,
The rest of
yeah.
your watch goes by without any incident. Who are you waking up to replace you?
Richard, I think.
Okay.
I'll go and shake Richard. Or
Richard,
poke
are
him
you
with a
taking
stick,
this watch
maybe.
by yourself, or are you doubling up with somebody?
Let Richard decide.
Yeah.
I guess somebody else can decide.
I go in. I go. Let them sleep and go and sit in front, outside in front of the door,
Okay.
and just grab the binoculars and look at the mess they made.
All right. Go ahead and make me a perception check, Ray.
Don't judge us, Ray.
You were a sheep.
We had no choice.
Complacent in all of this.
He's like, I didn't have thumbs this whole time. This shit is not on me.
Perception.
That's a persuasion, which is going to be a different modifier. Perception should be 1 above that.
2 above, I think.
Oh, 2 above. It's going to be PERC.
Which one?
Perception. There we go. So, yeah, no, you're just kind of drawn to the destruction in front of you as you were just in abject horror at what was wrought without any input from you. You're not able to see the creatures coming through the rent, but what you are seeing is the area where the ridge was. There's just no longer any land. It is just now open sea in front of you. From this high up, you can see that there are small islands that are dotting the perimeter of where the continent used to be. You are seeing the massive whirlpool that is still churning. But nothing of incident occurs, and nothing of particular note.
And the only thing I think pity, I wasn't there to be part of it. But else it would be worse.
Sure, could be. The rest of your watch goes by without any incident. You go in and wake up Lavari and Leela.
Ladies, your turn.
Lavari is very hungover.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it hasn't been that long since y'all drink a lot.
Yeah.
Probably same.
What you're seeing, Lavari, as you wake up and begin to walk through the hotel, you can see several figures who weren't here the night before. This place is busy now. There are people everywhere. There are people behind the bar who are making out drinks. You can see that there's a cook in the kitchen who is serving up, it looks like breakfast at this point. There's a short tiefling serving girl who is walking through the room almost. It's a really graceful pattern. She looks like she's more flowing from one form to the next as she's picking up trays, bussing tables, going back to the bar to get another plate of food, handed out to another table. There's a jaunty tune being played in the back by a group of troubadours. There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine like the half awake and also hungover state. There's like a little bit of confusion of like, wait, wasn't this empty? And then a thought of like, well, maybe it was all just a dream. Hopefully it was all just a dream.
As you collect your senses a little bit more, you're noticing that these figures are not entirely solid. Whereas you can see, the steam and the smoke from the grill, none of the scents of breakfast are making it to your nostrils. It's almost as if everything is just a shimmery reflection.
Leela was awake too, right? Is she here? Do I see her?
She was asleep on a sack of potatoes.
Okay. I'll turn to whichever one of the figures is closest and try to just like tap their shoulder.
As you tap their shoulder, your hand goes completely through it and comes away with a cold sensation that shoots up your arm, up into your shoulder. But there is no reaction from the figure.
Oh. Excuse me. Just looking for any reaction from any of them.
Leela, you are roused awake by Lavari shouting, "Excuse me!"
Coming right up.
Did any of the ghost figures give any reaction?
Nope, no reaction. And Leela, there's an empty room in front of you with Lavari.
Mm-hmm.
Hand still just like in the air.
What?
Are you seeing this?
The audacity of you waking me up? What do you...
No, all of the figures around everywhere doing everything. Do you hear the music?
I think you need to sleep too. I'll kind of just like start getting cozy again. Oh wait, are we supposed to be on watch duty?
Yes. But you don't see anything. Like blink a few times. Try again.
Are you drinking on the job during watch duty?
I might need to if you don't see anything.
So then I'll start getting creeped out. Wait, what's here?
Lavari, you can see that the large half-orc bartender with his hands he finishes wiping down the glass that he was previously cleaning, and he sets the glass on the counter and puts the rag down, and he walks through Leela, heads towards the door, and places his hand on the handle as if to open it, and then stops. You see now the serving girl is making the same circuit through the bar, walking up to the door, and her image seems to meld into the previous as she places her hand on the door. And one by one, each of the figures makes the same circuit through the room and places its hand on the door until finally it's almost as if it shines with a dark light, as if darkness could shine like light can, as the creature coalesces into the image of, it looks almost like an elven man, but with paler skin. He's wearing what can only be described as spellcaster's robes of some sort, but they are entirely undone from his chest to his stomach. Is completely bare. So he just has more like the what are they called? The not the sari pants, but they're the rat pants that work like a sari, and the fact that you tie them in a certain way and you can retie them in different they're the rat pants. Pale skin, long black hair, a very similar. There's something that's striking your memory, but it's escaping you. It's almost as if it's right within reach, and then just falls through your fingers. As the figure turns and looks at you, green eyes shining brightly, and passes through the door.
Did you see that one?
Girl, I'll have whatever drink you're having.
Right. I'm gonna open that door. If I don't come out, I maybe don't go in it then. At least not for a while.
I'm looking for the magic wand. I still have a wand, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
All right, I will go approach the door.
Okay. So you approach the door and you open it. You can see now that the dust has settled a bit. You can more clearly see the destruction that was wrought the previous evening, as I've described it to the others. You can see standing at the edge of the rock face that has supported the Dewey Dalliance. The very edge of it is standing the man. Barefoot, bare-chested, just looking out into the distance. And this is probably 50 feet or so from the entrance of the tavern.
I will very carefully step out the door and kind of look back at Leela, and then look outside at the man, and then close the door behind me since Leela already thinks I'm crazy. Doesn't need to think I'm crazier.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna be nosy. I'm going by the door.
All right.
Wait, where's like a little cup? And you do one of these.
Yeah, that's the best.
Make a wisdom saving throw, Lavari. As you begin to approach the figure, the area around your eye begins to hurt, almost like a burning sensation.
Uh,
That's a
You're going to
2.
take
No.
3 points of psychic damage as pain lances from the area around your eye just into your skull and then down your spine.
Okay. She'll kind of like grab onto her face and then like, because it was under the eye patch, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, she still has one eye that works at this point.
It peeks out through the eye patch a little bit. There's like just the fingers
Mhm.
of the skull hand that go past your eye patch.
Yeah. But then with the eye that is available is going to glare and say, "Is this you?"
No. But it is you.
Right, because I am making myself feel this way.
Do you accept what you've done?
That depends on what you're referring to.
That hesitation, that doubt, the refusal of one's responsibility. That is why you hurt when you approach the truth.
Right. This is all very cryptic and not helpful.
He turns and he looks at you, and you can see his face now. And he's a good-looking fella.
All right.
Really high cheekbones, but also a strong jaw. He's got the tiniest bit of a butt chin, but not in like an egregious way.
All right.
Like,
Okay.
just the tiniest little dimple. You can see that while he does have the long flowing black hair, it's pulled away from his brow with just a simple leather cord. There are forces in motion that have been accelerated. And you can see as he's speaking to you, his mouth doesn't move. Leela, you are actually hearing all of this.
Am I hearing both voices?
Yes.
Oh.
All right. Lari's not crazy.
So tell me, do you accept what you have done?
Do I accept it? Yes, because it's there. I can't really sit in denial.
Good. Remember this feeling. Always. Tell me, what do you know of how this world is constructed?
How much does Lavari know?
Um, just make me a general history check or arcana.
Let's do history. 27.
20 fucking rogues. So you know, essentially the creation myth that is perpetuated by the Church of the Question is the most widely adopted explanation of how the world is put into place. But in every generation, there are always the people who think outside of the box. There are the people who push against the status quo, who question things within the question. There was a, hold on, let me pull up his name. Yeah. Okay. So there was the High Quarryman, which is one of the ranks in the clergy of the question. High Quarryman is very high up there. It's like second only to the Duke Inquisitor. And there's a council of 5 High Quarrymen. And this is, maybe 150 years ago at this point. The High Quarryman Miguel Ortega. And he put forth that the doctrine within the Church of the Question doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense due to some archaeological research which had discovered writings that told a different story of the creation myth, one that would explain the rising and falling levels of the ambient mana within the world. He also, with the fucking 27, because the DC for this was a high one. It was 25. He learned that within the world there exist 6 pillars that are made of solid crystal, which appear to be set directly into the ley lines of Cascadia. There was some scientific inquiry that was done between this was headed by the consortium in Starling City, and it was a joint effort between the Church of the Question and the Ori conglomerate, where they studied this pillar, the one they found initially, and it held a resonance to something in the sky, to something on Celestia. That somehow this pillar was magically tethered to another point on Celestia. It was posited that the other pillars worked in a similar way, but study on the pillars was very difficult to do as heavy concentrations of mana within the atmosphere did similar symptoms to ether poisoning, but at an accelerated rate, which caused massive mutations in the people who were sent to study.
Okay. I know probably a shocking amount.
Are you aware of the stasis pillars?
The crystals connected to the ley lines?
Yes.
A bit.
Do you know what's held inside of them?
Not officially.
We are held inside of them.
Who is we?
You don't know who I am yet.
Should I? I mean, you just kind of showed up out of nowhere. Very inappropriately dressed for this type of weather, might I add.
I am Thanatos, keeper of the cycle.
Oh,
What?
You
What's he
are
saying?
free from where Arcter Mundir imprisoned myself and the Lord of Light during the separation, the rending.
and you're out now, free to do whatever it is that you are wanting to do.
He almost chuckles to himself a bit. Stunt destroyed the pillar in which I was imprisoned. Now myself and Palor are free to walk the land again.
Right. Now, this isn't going to be some sort of seeking revenge on all of mankind.
No, but it is seeking vengeance on the Aboleth, Arcter Mundir, who you all hail as heroes.
What do you mean?
Your twisted stories of the heroes Arcturus and Mundus, perpetuated by that creature who decided he knew what was best for all of you mortals. Constantly killing each other in your race wars, Celestians versus Cascadians, all the death that your kind wrought. So he separated you like children, and he used us as fuel to do so.
So these pillars have you, gods, for lack of a better term,
The
trapped in
originals.
the
Yes.
originals. Right. And so do the pillars connected on Celestia.
Yes. Our counterparts.
Right.
He uses you and us as batteries to fuel his own evolution into the perfect being. As one world, and he kind of gestures out away from the destruction side and back towards like the continent, the Ignis continent itself.
Okay. There.
When one land thrives, the other is in decline. As the mana perpetrated through us is siphoned away into the next world, it passes through Arcter Mundir, and he absorbs it along with the knowledge of the people that it came from. Over and over for thousands of years. But this is not sustainable. We are dying. And if we die, so does this world.
Lovely. Well, I don't think we can just go blowing things up all over the continent in order to free you all.
It's not just this continent. There are others in this world. The island nation. The vaunted fire bearers. The soul sleep. You can find these if you travel the land. What you do when you encounter them is up to you. I merely offer a path, not the means to walk it.
Right. Well, we have a bit of a path already.
Interesting. And he disappears in a cloud of butterflies.
All right. Wait, you can't just leave. This conversation wasn't over.
You hear no voice in reply.
Damn it.
This
All right, Labari will turn to walk back
I feel like
inside.
you heard all of that.
Labari opens the door and finds Leela there with her.
Yeah.
Stumble over.
Word open. So you kind of knock her back on her ass.
Well, that was a shit show and a half. I was not talking to myself, if that's what you're thinking. There was somebody out there, and then he disappeared into a cloud of fucking butterflies.
That won't make it sound crazy.
But yeah, I heard him.
Wait, you heard him?
Yeah, like I'm looking shocked because I'm looking in the room and I'm not seeing anyone.
Yeah, he's not there. He's just butterflies now.
We'll put a pin in that for one moment. Richard, in your sleep, you remember running. You remember the night you were turned. You remember the faces of the two who did this to you. They're distorted. They're blurred. You can't make out the features until you feel a hand on your shoulder. And warmth spreads through you. Light spreads through you. It's as if your blood itself is singing. Oh, my child. You walk a haunted path. Darkness is ever around you, is it not? As you turn and you see another figure, tall, broad shoulders, in a white cloak with a golden sunburst on the front. You look up to see his face, but you have to turn your eyes as all that is there is a massive shining corona. It must have been hard for you, has it not?
I try my best.
But this, and as he presses a finger against your chest, you can see that there is, where your heart is, a massive dark chasm. Allow me to ease your burden, my child. As he places his full palm over your heart, and you feel light coursing through you. You can feel as if something is being funneled out of you. This is all I can do now. But grow stronger. Use the curse that was placed upon you. You will no longer hunger for the life of others.
That's good.
Use this curse as your strength. And remember the light that dwells deep inside of you. And with that, he waves his hand, and the figures that were haunting you dissolve into dust. Pleasant dreams, my child. As the light winks out. And you have a calm sleep for the first time in you cannot remember how long, free of nightmares, free of the hunger, you sleep soundly. Now back to that. Sorry.
So what were your thoughts on all of that?
Leela.
My thoughts. What thoughts?
Right.
Do
Well,
we have a new? No, we got to save your mama.
we do. That is my first priority before all of these so-called originals.
I mean, if they're gonna help us
Well,
save your mama,
didn't seem like he was offering a whole lot of help. Just a lot of cryptic questions and nonsense.
What pact did you take, by the way?
Celestial.
No, I mean,
Oh, Pact of the Blade.
okay. Describe for me your pact weapon.
Actually, because I took improved pact weapon, it is actually now a longbow.
Okay, so you notice for the first time as you are like sitting with this and as you're thinking about the help, you look down and slung over your shoulder is an ornate longbow. There we go. That's how we'll express your pact. Man.
All right. She'll kind of like try to turn around and look at it and then realize that she's going to walk in a circle if she keeps doing that. Pull it off.
She didn't have that when she went outside, and now she does.
How long has this thing been here?
I would actually say, since I said it appeared when you were talking about help, you see like a strange mixture of both shadow and light to create almost a gray glow that just wraps around Lavari for a moment before coalescing into this longbow.
Lavari will look down at the longbow and then like flip off the sky.
Dope.
This isn't helpful.
Nothing back on the bonds. Well, let's say that the rest of the evening goes by without any incident. You two are bringing up the last end of the watch cycle, so y'all have all gotten your sleep and are now just proceeding into the day.
All right.
And with
do
that,
I keep that 3 damage, or is that gonna be considered after? Yeah, that's after my long rest because I'm not going back to sleep.
yeah,
Never mind.
after your long rest. We will put a pin in that for the moment and go ahead and take a break because I got to pee. So, 15 minutes. Get up, go pee, get yourself something to eat, feed your cat, all that jazz. And we will see you, in 15 minutes.
Cool beans. Mm-mm-mm. All right, guys, look alive. Cameras are coming back on.
I mean, I don't know about looking alive, but you know.
I'm usually pretty good at looking alive, but acting alive is a different story.
Indeed.
That sounds very military-like. I like that.
Thanks. I do what I can.
Lana, it was the "that's up to you." That part was like my worst fear. Like,
Oh,
gotta make a choice.
that makes sense. That makes sense. I still believe in you. You are smart and funny and can make choices.
You're good
I
enough,
appreciate your
you're
support.
smart enough, and doggone it, people like you.
Really?
Yeah. I like you, and that's what matters.
You guys saying it in unison was just like, aw. I'm ready.
Welcome back. We're just waiting on. Oh, hey, there's Richard. Now we're just
Boom.
waiting on Mission, and once he gets. Oh, hey,
No.
hey, everybody's here. All right, we ain't waiting for shit.
Gang's back together.
Guys, I try to go off camera, but you could probably hear it. I hate to admit that I'm drinking like soda. I usually don't,
I am
but it's so good.
I'm throwing back sodas. And we all know I have a problem with that.
This is this bad boy.
But it's like they made so I had my kidney stone surgery, and then like
Don't throwbacks.
4 or 5 months after that, after I all recovered from the surgery and everything, they released this Dr. Pepper cherries and cream, or not cherries, strawberries and cream, which
I don't
is
know what you think
fucking
about.
delicious. Like, it's so good. And so yeah.
You
But I
have to drink like 3 gallons of water with each sip.
drink water, and I drink a shit ton of those Lipton green teas with citrus. Because the doctor at the time told me that the urologist told me I need more citrus in my diet. Because it's acidic, and that will help, break up anything that, starts to form. Because the doctor was like, your levels look great, your hydration looks great, but get more citrus in your diet. So I'm like, okay, green tea with citrus.
But
You can get
still,
scurvy.
I mean, I can't really
Start
talk.
eating the
'Cause
lemon straight.
oh, dang it, you could have seen it through here. I was like, oh, at least they can't tell in the cup.
But I like scurvy. Scurvy's the best. I say, limping away my wounds, openly weeping.
We need to make better choices, guys. Ray's over here smoking too. We're all just like collectively. You too, Smash.
No, see, I'm here for a good time, not a long one.
You don't want to live to 100 and see how we get abducted by aliens and I don't know.
I do not. Give me one moment.
I just want to be a cool old lady someday. Like, nobody
Right.
cares what old ladies do. And, the weirder the stuff they do, the cooler people think they are. So, that's my life goal.
We can be cool old ladies together.
Yeah,
But then that means we have to live long enough to be old ladies.
that's fair. I plan to, but you never
Once
know.
I cannot wipe my ass by myself anymore, put me
Yeah.
in the ground. I'm done.
I used to think the same
Hopefully it's
thing.
real old. Though. Yeah. Not tomorrow.
Oh no, the way my shoulders are going these days.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of adaptations they have now.
Also, like aliens, like okay, so aliens visiting Earth won't be good for about 80 years after it happens. Because the first thing we're gonna do is shoot them. The first thing. Like before asking any questions, we'll blink some lights at them and we'll send them some math. And if that doesn't work, then we will shoot them. Look, that's what they'll do because math is, supposedly the universal language. It has rules that, can be applied across the cosmos. So they think that, whenever aliens visit, we blink some math at them, or different colored lights, or like flag arranging. They might respond to that because they're probably not going to respond to like spoken like Mandarin, which is probably what they would use because it's the most spoken on the planet.
I mean, you never know. They've probably been watching us for a while before they decide
Right.
to
The ball's in their court. If they can travel that distance and stuff,
They
can
win.
They can fuck us up in any
Yeah.
way they want.
Yeah, the fact that they exist just means that they win, and because of that, we will shoot them.
They should be able to repel that. I mean, like it's like pebbles.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like
no,
nothing,
I'm not
right?
worried about them. I'm worried about the like, oh, they shot us. Okay, well, since they shot first, now we can, strip this planet for parts.
I feel like we're kind of like WWE for the rest of the universe, though. Like everybody else is just watching and being like, "Man, this has to be staged, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can't even deal with our domestic aliens in a humane fucking way.
Oh. They're probably just swimming up top. Swimming. Oh my gosh.
Razor wire, the real Rand. Like the fuck? Alligators and razor wire. The alligators may be a stretch, but I know that, he who shall not be named mentioned, hey, can we put alligators on the border?
He who shall
Rio
not
Grande?
be named.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give that fucker any publicity. So, welcome back, everybody, to Dichotomy.
We're back.
You're back.
The following night, it goes by without any particular incident as the rays of the morning begin to shine through. You all awake, getting the full benefit of a long rest, other than the 3 points of damage that Lavari got. Lavari has a fancy bow.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
You do all hear from outside, hello? Hello, are there any survivors? Any? Any at all?
Do we recognize the voice?
No, I don't think you would recognize that particular voice. You also hear, if anyone's here, they're certainly not going to be able to survive. I suppose we should check to see at least recover any bodies we can. Yes. I suppose we shall. And you then hear the sound of different buildings opening, some rubble being cleared. You hear the distinct noise of horseshoes on stone.
Since we're up there, before we let ourselves be known, can we have a quick huddle and stuff?
I quickly
And-
step up and stand next to the door. When it opens, I land behind the door so they don't see me.
Well, I'll ask Lavari, hey, big boss, what are we doing? Are we doing Operation Misty Step? Are we
Just to
trying
remind everyone, you are in a building suspended about 30 to 40 feet up off the ground on a stone pillar.
I like that we're about to cause some tomfoolery, so you're like, remember where you're at.
Just
Well-
double checking, so you have a semblance of what's around you.
My goal is just to get on the same page with everybody in the same page before we make contact, because we were going to blame everything on Carver, but I don't know about Lavari.
Yeah.
She woke up a little stressed out.
I'm not stressed out.
Yeah.
You're noticing that where the tattoo was, the fingers seem a little bit longer. They're definitely poking out of the edges of her eye patch, and now they are shimmering a translucent, or not translucent, a luminescent green.
Yeah, I'll give her a bead of hydration, as as I ask these questions.
It's a very similar hue to the way that the mana crystal looked, and from the bright energy that was coming out of the ground.
Greenish,
The
like
corrupted
yeah,
creature.
corrupted.
Mm.
Don't say that.
Hey, Lavari, what's going on?
Yeah, still blaming Carver for everything. Again, we don't have to get into detail because we're not expected to know the details, but everybody knows there was weird shit happening with the ley lines, and Carver had been messing with them, trying to blow everything up, and it looks like he succeeded, just maybe not at the time that he was hoping to succeed.
So how do we explain that we're here?
We were going to stop Carver from succeeding, only he kind of,
He's too powerful.
well, he blew himself up before we could do anything.
Well, we don't know if he might still be around. We can use that, using fear to control people is a good
If we're
thing.
lucky, he's dead. Yeah.
I don't know that anybody is around.
Well,
in
at least we
south
know.
of where we are now.
Come
Blaming
on,
it
guys,
on
let's
a
run
dead
away.
person. Oh, go
Something.
ahead.
Yeah, blame it on that person. Yep. Nobody's ever gonna find a body or anything like that.
Blaming it on Carver. Carver's
All right. Yes.
mostly 98% positive that he's dead.
So we can.
somewhere there's a lot of bodies. So.
Yeah. In the void or something. Between worlds. But all right, Lavari can contact the these people and whatnot, and we'll tell them, oh my God, we're survivors. We're trying to run away from over there, and I'll tell them about Carver the Cruel. Everything he's done. Saint Mortimer the Petless say he used to go around camps and they stab people randomly.
Lana's all blurry.
Oh no.
Are
Is
we
it better
blurry
now?
for you?
Uh-oh.
It's going on again. Yeah, I think she froze up.
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Kind of.
Robotic
spotty.
like.
Okay, let me leave and come back.
Gotcha.
It's solar flares, I think. This is a high solar activity period, so I think electromagnetic stuff is gonna mess
Sure.
around things. Mercury's in Gatorade.
Love that guy. Hey, OJ Simpson's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Crazy.
He's stealing NFL memorabilia in hell now.
Oh my gosh.
What a character.
You are back, and you are not blurry.
Okay, good.
Are we blurry? Are we?
No,
not?
you guys were never blurry.
Oh.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Y'all are in the Dewey Dalliance.
I will open the door.
You open the door, and you can see there is. It looks to be a contingent of 5 Iberian soldiers. You are familiar with. Stop chewing on my mouse. You're familiar with Stop Chewing on My Mouse, and you're also familiar with the various ranks within the Iberian military. You can see that he has, with the plume on his helmet and a large longbow strung over his back, of a sergeant and 4 privates. They're all on horseback, and they're all in various stages of armor. You can see that there's one who appears to have similar taste to Shadin, who's wearing heavy armor and actually has a large warhammer slung over his shoulder. There's the sergeant with the longbow. You can see that there are 2 who are wearing like the lighter armor of either maybe a caster or just somebody who prefers quick movement. And then one who is similarly attired to you, Lavari.
Okay. Do I recognize, or should I say, would anybody in my knowledge in those ranks recognize me?
Probably not.
Okay, good. Then
Yeah,
I will.
like, you're pretty much like the lower and just a little higher than the lower.
Okay. So then I will kind of call over the edge. Survivors up here, we're going to come down.
Oh, you can see that the sergeant turns, and whereas you thought from behind was a man, is definitely just a very broad-shouldered lady.
All right.
And you can see, the powerful shoulders of somebody who needs to be able to pull back the longbow. And you can't really see her hair because it's kind of tucked, behind her helmet. But she had very similar to like the Fire Nation helmets, how it is the stylized face with the plate guard that goes in front of it. She has hers currently off, so it's just the bridge piece that goes over the nose, and you can see bright blue eyes and very fair skin. Do you require any assistance?
No, we can get down fine. Just making sure you know we're here so we don't startle you.
Is anyone injured?
I'll look back. Anybody injured?
You are slightly.
No, I'm fine. Don't mention it. It's just stress.
Sad fire. Yeah.
I'm good, boss.
Nope, I think we're fine.
All right. Well, I'll wait until you get down, and we can have a chat then.
Great. We'll be right down.
Men, fan out, make a perimeter. Make sure that this location is safe. And you can see that they kind of disperse.
Shadin, you had done like a rope system for everybody to get up and down, right?
Yeah, I can take the rope down. You guys can fly down, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the rope down after the mission, and Wish and Richard come climb
How
down.
far up are we?
You're about 40 or 50 feet up, like from the ground.
That was
Then
10.
I take the rope, but
It
also
changed,
I would take the rope.
it changed to make this situation be able to happen. Because I figured if somebody was rolling into town, you would want like a moment to collect yourself before they just collectively burst in the door.
Fair.
The gods have been kind to us. Let's go. Let's go head down.
Yeah,
Well,
so
hey, you have
Lavari
most
will fly
members of
down
the
then.
team are running around now. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Lavari will fly down.
Okay. Does somebody want to go down after Shadin who can untie his rope and bring it down with them?
I can use the thing to walk. I got my spider boots and stuff,
Oh yeah.
so I can just
We're
walk
a
down.
weird
Yeah.
looking crew then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever's close to the edge, you see Shadin just walk to the edge, and then just put one of his feet over the edge and just kind of go,
Boop.
Yeah, like the moonwalk.
and then
Oh.
starts to walk down the edge.
You are right, though. We are a bunch of weirdos. I mean, all we do is run into regular humans going about their lives.
Well, they
Doing
don't
all
call us the
this-
outsiders because we fit in, you know.
As soon as you do this, then the sergeant's like, oh my god, huh.
I'm surprised they don't try to blame more crimes on us. You know.
Shh, don't give him ideas.
Yeah, right.
Don't
We're
say
just
the
circus
C word.
freaks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sure you have a lot of questions.
Yes, starting what the fuck, how the fuck, who the fuck, when the fuck, and is the sky falling?
Those are
we're
great
just
questions. I can only answer some of them.
Cool. Proceed?
So we are the outsiders. We have been traveling in southern Iberia, had been traveling in southern Iberia, and we're sent over here to give some warnings that we had picked up on our travels. And on our way here, we discovered that an orc band led by Calvin Carver had been causing a lot of trouble. Unfortunately, after we got here, this is Cold Scar?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. After we got to Cold Scar, we heard that Calvin Carver and his band had taken over the waypoint in the mountains, and we evacuated the town in an attempt to keep everybody safe, with the thought that we would try to hold them back as long as we could to make sure that everybody else could make it out. And unfortunately, we had learned that Carver had been messing with the ley lines, trying to force them to become unstable. And I'm assuming they became unstable quicker than he anticipated they would.
Make me a deception check, please.
Can I give her my inspiration?
Yeah, I said I will cry something too and give a bardic inspiration as well.
You can give a bardic inspiration. Yes.
Oh my god. You can do it, Lafari.
Wait, where do I get
Not
rid
gonna
of my
roll it.
inspiration? Boom.
Hold on, it's being real slow. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I'm gonna need that bardic inspiration.
Is it
You said
D6?
D6. No.
Wait, and did you use mine too?
No, she can't use your inspiration.
Huh?
Oh,
She can't use your
Oh,
inspiration.
she can't. Damn.
Yeah, because I'm pretty loose with inspiration, so I'm an inspiration whore. Uh-huh. It's interesting because well, you know the people who actually lived here before and how they all evacuated and went to Dunn's Point.
right.
Well, one of them stayed behind. And you're seeing at this time, there's a small gnomish man who is kind of like peeking out above the rooftop of the dalliance. Said something about a weapon that was tested.
I'm gonna look at everybody else like a weapon.
I'm looking around like, should we kill them all?
Yeah.
The words "we're definitely gonna blame it on Carver" were used. Have any any notion on that?
That gnome is a liar.
He's a fucking
He
drunk.
probably did it.
He
Trying to
did
blame it on us because we look like weirdos.
How far apart are the five guys?
I'm sorry.
How far apart are the five guys?
They've all gathered now, so they are all right in front of all of you.
Okay.
Yeah, like if they all happen to fall out the building.
I think
They
we're all
wouldn't.
on the ground.
Oh, we're all on the ground?
Yeah.
Under the authority of
if I
King
just, like-
Swain, I, Sergeant Isabella, place all of you under arrest. You are to be bound by law and taken to Iberia. And you can see that they are begin rustling with
Did we do,
manacles.
guys?
They're beginning to pull out. I ask that you all surrender your arms immediately.
I just walk up to them. Wait.
Well,
There's kind of
To get
a
my
look
magic
around the
spells
group
in
of,
order.
do we fight? Do we? It's gonna be.
Laura's just like, are we doing this? Are we doing this?
We've already told it to her mom. Getting
All right,
arrested is
guys.
not a part of the plan.
Yeah, I want.
I
Y'all
just
like,
wink at the Fari and tell
Y'all are
Tell
riding
her.
bird.
silently tell the guys to step away. I walk up to them, to those five, and then I use thunder step right in front of the
Okay.
group.
Dope. All right, so that's a Constitution save for each. And for the horses, what's your spell save? You can find your spell save DC at the top of your spells page. We'll roll 1 for Isabella. She gets a +4 to her con. The others just get a +2,
15.
so I'll just do a group roll for them. So let's see.
I need a snack.
I just sprinting at them, and right in the middle of them, I use thunder step.
Right. So I'm assuming that Isabella fails because I assume your DC is higher than a 10, but I also don't think it's higher than a 20. So all the other 4 guards pass. I think they're going to take half damage from this. Also, what level are you casting Thunderstep at?
I think level 3.
Okay, so it is a 3rd level spell, but if you cast it with a higher level spell slot, it'll do more damage.
Okay, then I maybe do it as level 4.
Okay, let me pull
Is it
up.
possible?
Yeah. So hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Thunderstep.
Chug.
Come on, Roll20. Work with me. Stop being slow.
I mean, if each of us take one of the remaining 4, I can do Earthbind.
There we go. Thunderstep 5e that's just what I'll do. Okay, so let's see. At higher levels, when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, the damage increases by 1d10 for each level. So it is normally what, 3d10? Yeah, it's normally 3d10. If you cast it at a level using a level 4 spell slot, it would be 4d10, and if you used a level 5 spell slot, it would be 5d10.
Nah, I use level 4.
Level 4? Okay, so that is and they take half damage. Yeah, okay. So go ahead and roll me 4d10. We're just gonna theater of the mind this, because I'm like, this is, y'all get a surprise round before initiative, because this is definitely gonna throw y'all into initiative. So let's see.
It was bound to happen eventually, but
There we go. Okay, so that is 1d10 plus 3d10. Okay,
I
so
just disappear and return back to the group, and then take everyone by their hand and move.
yeah, so you see as Richard. Okay, so that is fucking 26 points of damage. It's going to be 13 to all of them and 26 for her. So as you watch Richard just walk in amongst the crowd of guards and their horses, he just walks in the middle of them and he's like, oh yeah, by the way. And he claps his hands and you just hear a massive thunderous cacophony of concussive force as all of them are burst away a little bit. The horses die outright. They just die right out underneath them. You can see that the 4 guards are looking, or the 4 privates are looking pretty hurt, but they are still managing to like get up. They have fallen prone because their horses have fallen down with them on them, and they're going to kind of have to like get themselves out of their stirrups. So
That was Thunderclap?
that was Thunderstep. And then Richard immediately reappears right behind all of you. Go ahead and roll me initiative. Y'all are going to get a surprise round.
A surprise round?
Yes.
Oh, wait, why'd I do
Roll
that?
a single initiative for.
I forget where initiative is.
Like scrambling.
oh, do we have to pick a token and whatnot?
There we go. At the
No, we're
on
just
top
doing
of
theater
hit
of the mind
points.
for this. These aren't especially tough people, so this isn't going to be a long, drawn-out battle. Y'all will most likely, depending on what y'all do, kill them before they're able to do things.
We are a band of murderers now, for real. Our villain era.
With this shield,
I'm
can
sorry,
I roll
I didn't
initiative
know
again?
they were horses. Use it.
Okay,
Well.
Ray, your mic didn't pick up anything you just said.
Ah, y'all.
I
That's a good move, Ray.
didn't know there were horses.
Scribble.
What else I would
I mean, as long as it's not me anymore.
That's me. I'm the DM. Smash.
Yeah, I can't DM.
So what? Wow. Okay. Let's see. The initiative, the first is going to end up being
Could I roll
Labari.
again because I have the Sentinel shield? I think I have an advantage.
Sure.
Yeah, sorry about that because I gotta get a 6. 15 is mine now.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, this is going to be a surprise round, and then and I'm going to use the initiative order to determine how you act in the surprise round, and then after that they'll be put into the initiative. But they got a really low initiative, so they'll be going behind all of you except for Leela. So we'll say Labari.
I will snap my fingers and cast grease right under everybody.
Okay, so there's a
Also this
10-foot square. Let's see, they are yeah, that would be close enough to get all of them. I would say, except for one.
Okay.
Is
Perfect.
there like, do you want to include all the privates or all of the privates and, I mean, or most of the privates and her?
I would like to try to get her. I think she's the bigger threat.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
most of the privates and then her.
So yeah, so that is under 3 of the privates and her as they are in this like clustered group together because they were forming up like not in a formation. They were like, oh, there's people here, there's survivors. Let's all get together to help them.
Oh, no.
Well, once you said, we're definitely like, oh, this was Carver that did this. That was like, oh, okay, these were the people that he told me about.
Yeah, we just need to make sure the gnome knows this is his fault.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, by
Don't
killing
worry
him.
about that.
Yeah.
Don't worry
And
about that.
that will dispel our guilt.
So yeah, they are pinned underneath their horses and it can be really hard for them to get off of them. All right. So next is going to be Shadin. Well, Shadin and Wish rolled the same initiative and have the same modifiers. So just decide amongst you who goes.
Go ahead, Shadin. If
Oh.
they're pinned down there, I mean, go for it. Whatever you need to do.
I'll just hit the sergeant with my great sword I have right here.
All righty, go ahead and roll me 2 attacks, my guy.
All right. At advantage, I guess, right?
Yeah, because she's prone.
20 and 26.
Fuck, yes, that hits.
All right, so I'll do the damage there. 15 slashing.
Okay, let me mark this down. Okay.
I'll do a second attack because of the fighter thing. Same thing.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, your second attack as part of your attack action.
All right. Submit. 26, 14.
Oh yeah, since that's advantage. So yeah,
'Cause they're-
will
right.
hit.
All right.
Yeah, because she's
7 more slashing.
All right.
And I will surge. Can I do the breath weapon? It's an attack, so I could do breath weapon after the surge, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
It's an action to do your breath weapon. So yes.
All right. So I will do the action surge and do the breath weapon.
Wait, does
Last
he-
thing.
I
he
would
breathe
say
fire?
that they fail because they are covered in grease, and underneath, since they're prone and they're kind of restrained because one of their legs is pinned underneath their horse, they're going to fail the dexterity saving throw for that. So yeah, you can get all of them in that cone. And okay, so she is dead.
I mean, that's what we're doing, right? Yeah.
And the privates are
Yeah,
not
but I still
right.
feel a little bad.
I feel bad.
This is not just going unconscious. She's covered in flaming grease. So she goes unconscious. She's dead. All right. The privates are still writhing in this flame.
Yeah, I have no bonus. That's it for me.
Gotcha. All right. Wish.
I'm gonna turn away from the privates who are gonna be taken out
Scribble.
quickly here, and I'm gonna I'm gonna look for that gnome.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
so
you already got it. Okay, yeah, I was about
Yep,
to do that.
They are restrained and greased up. The privates.
Yeah.
Stop
all
it!
taken care of.
Yep.
Can I
And the privates are greased and restrained.
Where's
That's how it goes.
Atomica? This is a Christian channel.
Y'all need Jesus.
Is it?
No.
Oh wow. I guess all the signs are there.
All right. So next, yeah. Wish.
Oh, I'm still going though. Okay,
Take us from this.
I'm turning away from the greased privates. I'm looking for the gnome.
The
Can I see
gnome
him?
is. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
All right.
26. Okay, so you can see him. He is peeking over the edge of the rock face, the pillar that the Dewey Dalliance is balanced up top. He is kind of peeking over the edge of that, we'll say 45 feet up in the air.
Okay. One moment.
There is still a rope that's attached there.
Oh, I need to be within. Let's see. No, I was hoping to be a little closer to him. I'm gonna go after him. Can I go run and like get on that rope and start heading?
Yes. So how this works is you can climb at half your speed, or potentially you can wild shape into something that has a climbing speed and just get your full speed.
No, that's
Wild shape
okay.
into something with a flying speed and fly up there. Okay.
Right.
All right. So it'll take you at, I think your speed is 30. So it'll take you a few rounds to get up there. It'll take you like 3 rounds to get up there.
Oh, geez, for real? Oh,
Yes,
man.
sir. Unless you like dash, use your action to dash, which would double your movement speed.
Can I get within? Can I like close the distance by 15 feet, and then be able to my goal is to cast from that distance.
You would be able to use your action to dash to get another 15 feet, or you can wait till next turn, move 15 feet, and then be within range to cast. But to use the dash action would be an action, and it's an action to cast a spell.
Gotcha. So
How
yeah.
far is he?
He's about 45 feet up in the air on top of the pillar looking down.
Mission, I got you when it's my turn.
All right.
I got you.
All right. Well, then, in light of that, can I use my hand crossbow to take a shot at him?
You can do that.
All right.
Yes, because he's within. Yeah, he's within range. And crossbow, that'll hit.
Good. Take that, little bastard.
He's an unarmed commoner. I will say this.
I
Go
don't care.
ahead.
It's a rat.
Oh wait, that is the damage. Actually, yeah. I thought the 16 was to hit, but that was for the. No wait.
Is he dead?
Is that the damage or is that to hit?
That should be to hit.
Yeah, that is to hit. Okay, so go ahead and roll me the damage for your crossbow.
Oh shoot. Okay, what is that now?
Just the
1d6.
purple. If you just click the purple part.
Oh.
So,
Gotcha.
Yep, that's more than 5. He is passed out and he's just like hanging over the edge. Except
All right.
unarmed commoner, they have the like low hit points.
We are trying to kill them all, right?
I just wanted that guy. He stayed up all night listening to us.
Alive to see how many people he told, but that's okay.
Right, I think
Oh.
you're on
Get them
mute.
on fire to talk to them.
People alive. Questioning.
Okay, we're all doing stuff a little bit impulsively right
Yeah.
now for some reason. I don't know why.
We're all just a little bit stressed right now.
We're stressed out. We
Yeah.
don't, you know.
It's not dead yet. So if you
Totally
private-
acting out of like being very reactionary.
We're still traumatized from what we just did yesterday.
No, we're being rational. We're taking care of the witnesses.
Leave
You're right.
no witnesses.
We'll kill the privates and then we can question him to see if he told anyone else.
Gotta kill them privates. So after, Richard, you are up.
All right. How
Yeah,
many
we're
are
still in the
alive?
Surprise round. We haven't even gotten to the actual round.
How many are alive?
Yeah.
There are 4 of them which are still alive. They are currently burning and still pinned. One of them is not burning. One of them's just like trying his best to like get out of the grease. And no, because he's not in the grease. He's just trying to get out from underneath his horse. Yeah, killing the horses
I want to
outright
activate
pinned them.
my spiritual weapon.
Okay, so that's a
Make-
bonus action.
Making a lasso.
Okay, and are you just doing that at the standard level, or are you casting it at a higher level?
No, normal.
Okay,
Just bundle them together because I want to do something else too.
gotcha. So yeah, as part of summoning your spiritual weapon, it can also make an attack as soon as you summon it.
Yeah, okay. But I want to use another spell too, with the sorcery point for quickening spell.
Gotcha.
So first I bundle up those guys that are still alive all together at one. And then I activate my quickening spell and use what's it called? Where is it? Don't I have it? Oh, acid splash.
Okay. Easy enough to do. So that is what, a Constitution save?
I believe so.
Double check for me if you want mine.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a natural 20 for a. So they do save, but I assume they take half damage. Oh, nope. So unfortunately, because they succeeded in their dexterity saving throw, the acid splash. Well, no, wait. They're restrained. Never mind. They fail their dexterity saving throw because they haven't used their turn to get. Yeah, so never mind. They take the damage. You can choose 2 of them.
Well, just 2. Then
Yeah, according to the spell,
matter
you can
who.
choose 2 of them. Yeah, so go ahead and roll me your. Let's see. It's going to be 2d6 of damage. Okay, so that is going to be 2 with the lowest HP, we'll call it. And you can see that 2 are just now, their flesh is melting away from their bones.
Mm.
There are 2 left, and it is now Leela.
All right. Well, whichever one I'm gonna cast. I'm sorry, but Moonbeam.
Okay, dope. So let's see, that's a
As
Constitution.
I was like, we are killing them, right?
It's a con save. Let's see, yeah, they failed. So in taking, as the 2 are being boiled alive by acid, you can see now as a single coalescent beam of moonlight, which is somehow forming in the daytime, slams down on the 2 of them, which are now erupting in ghostly fire. As their screams carry on for much longer than you would expect for someone who is burning alive with ghost fire. There's suddenly a deafening silence that follows over the field. And we are, yeah, they big dead.
So this is another thing we're not telling anyone about.
We don't have much
Telling
time. Let's get
anyone
that.
what
that
about?
We don't have much time. Let's get that gnome dude. Tie him up and then wake him up and. ask
Oh
him
no,
questions.
he's big dead. He is very dead up there.
Yeah,
I thought he
no,
just became unconscious.
I think I killed him.
What about the other guy in the tree?
That's no. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, guys.
Well, if he's dead, let's just we all
Well, let's
rested
bring
up.
him down and make sure he is dead by like. Well,
We can bring him back to life.
no.
I would to ask him questions and then kill him.
again.
Oh yeah. We just
I
gotta know,
will fly
who
up
knows?
and grab him by one arm. I think he's dead.
You
Let's
hear a small like.
Oh, maybe he's not. Okay.
Oh,
Stab him?
Put a
No, I'll-
golden berry in his mouth or a good berry
He
in his
appears
mouth.
to have stabilized.
Yeah,
Oh,
whatever's the lowest healing. I think a good berry would be the lowest healing, right? It's just a
Yeah.
single point. And then we can just kill him right after we find out what we need to find out.
He's sitting in
just let him-
stable condition at 0 hit points.
Right. You won't make it tonight though, probably.
I've had
Like,
healing word.
ultimate-
I mean, I'll kill him.
ultimate?
That's fine. I don't give.
But we should ask him how many people he told. That way
That's-
we know. Go
Right. No, let's get on
that was the
That's what I
point.
mean.
That was
say,
the point of
you're
it.
the ones
Yeah.
who killed everybody.
Absolutely.
We'll find a table. We'll tie him to the table, and if you don't give him a good berry, I'll just use my healing word, which I have to heal. So,
I have a
What-
good berry to
what
give
say
him.
you, folks?
Let's do it.
You have one? You have one? Like,
Yeah, I think I made a bunch of them. A couple.
oh, you can make them
Turns
too.
back.
Awesome! Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna tie the known person that rather is out and stuff to a table or some such.
Probably
We can
just
just
lay
tie him
there.
up.
May I find a dagger laying around? Someone must have had a dagger.
Yeah, easy
Yeah,
enough to
all
do.
right.
I mean, it's kind of hard right now because the bodies are burning. I mean, there's a grease fire.
Yep.
But, yeah.
But I'll say that, sure, yeah, somebody threw a dagger as a last ditch, fuck you before I die, and it clattered to the ground,
Awesome.
missing all of you.
But we'll do this. So we'll wake up this gentleman here with a single gold bear while he was tied up to the table. Do they need to roll
You just
anything
kinda,
for that?
force a good berry down his throat.
Yeah. If it doesn't work, I'll use healing word.
It'll
And
work.
his eyes slowly start to flutter open. They immediately lock on the dead bodies in front of him, and they widen. Right. Okay. So,
Hey, buddy, who else you talk to?
I did my job.
What's your job? Who'd you speak to? Did you send
Well,
any owls out or anything like that?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
What did those messages say?
Just a general report of what happened.
And
Which
that report included.
That I told the truth of the events as I saw them. And you can see that he just breaks down and starts crying, just like heavy tears just rolling down his face. Big bushy beards just getting all caught inside.
I'm gonna like elbow Shadin and whisper, "You be the bad guy, I'll be the good guy."
And like he's not just like crying sad, he's like hysterical crying. He's got that red dot that appears like right in the middle of the forehead whenever you get really stressed and your blood vessels are just all gathering to that single point.
So I'll slam
You
the table.
usually see on babies.
Oh.
But like
Just
he's
don't
got
baby.
kind of a cherub looking face, despite his age. And so yeah, his ears are bright red, the tip of his nose, and just the T zone. That's what it is.
So I'll slam the table really hard, like right next to his ears and stuff, and I'll scream like, oh, tell us who you told exactly who you told.
Sorry. It was Red Scale the Dragon Knight.
Does that sound familiar at all?
That would sound familiar to probably Wish would have probably heard tales of him in his travels, and Lavari would have heard of him. He is the the de facto leader of Duns Point. He is fairly recent addition, I'd say within the past 5 years or so. That he came from a far off land and did a great service to King Swain and was granted the title of Duke and was given authority over Duns Point. He is basically a warlord, somebody who is given a title based upon their military feats.
Is Lavari gonna share that?
No, not yet.
Son of a bitch.
I wish you would have heard about the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Din would not be familiar with him, and Richard probably wouldn't. Leela probably wouldn't.
Lavari's gonna like pat Shadin on the shoulder. Hey, give him a break. He's had a really hard day.
Arr, arr. I'll grumble. I'll grumble. Turn around and say, arr, arr.
Lavari will then go and like just very gently tap the gnome. And she does start glowing at this point, which is a little weird. She's a little surprised by it too. But I will use one of my healing light dice to heal him up a little bit.
Dope.
And
Just
then
more work for us,
going
lady.
with the glowing that's happening. Listen, we just need to know what you told and who you told, because, and she's gonna lower her voice, we're on a mission from the gods.
Right. Okay. Fucking religious zealots. All right. Okay.
You better watch your language around us.
Make no offense to your lords of destruction. Oh, he doesn't put his hands up because he's tied. You can see that he's raising his shoulders like he wants to put his hands up. I do not seek to offend your strange outworld or outland gods. That is not my business. I just the sky exploded. And I think that it's because of all of you. So I had to send word to Dunn's Point.
Right, but you thought wrong.
Okay.
And now you see what you've done, and she's going to gesture to all of the dead bodies.
Where's Sergeant Isabella? You can see by now her face is just completely burned away. Oh. Right. So, what you're saying is it's my fault they're dead.
Not fully. It just, you made a mistake, and mistakes happen, right? We've all made mistakes. Even
Yes.
Shadin.
Yes, mistakes happen. They are things that we can learn from and grow from. And don't need to be bandied about. I mean, a person's mistakes are their private business.
Right. So what I need from you is for you to send new intel to whoever you've already sent it to.
Right?
Right.
Not gonna be suspicious at all. Cool.
Telling them what happened here today.
Wait. Do you mean to actually tell them what happened today, or to tell them what you're going to tell me happened today?
Well, that depends. What do you think happened today?
I don't know.
Listen, I think we just need a. Well, no. I'll let you cook.
What do you think?
I'll let you cook.
I think my friend Leela here has an idea of what may have happened.
Can you charm him?
Oh, hi. You're short.
If you charm
Hello?
them, they'll realize they've been charmed at the end of the
I
spell.
mean, but like, this is group
I
huddle,
don't really
not in their
I
ear.
don't care. Like, I think being charmed is the least of his worries right now.
I'm saying if we charm him long enough for him to write the letter in front of us and send it, and then we just kill him. This is covering his ears.
Yeah.
As soon as like you make contact with his skin, he's just like, ah!
Well, I think at this point, we'll probably be willing to do just about whatever we say. But we do need a reason of whatever happened here today for it to have happened. A reason that doesn't incriminate us for killing, official representatives of Dunn's Point.
Who were looking for us, though, weren't they? Actually, did he already send word that that we were like he thought we were responsible, and that's why the privates were here?
Yeah,
Is that how
so
it happened?
he sent word essentially to the like the law offices in Dunn's Point,
Sure.
and also directly to the warlord.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. It's going to be hard to recant that story.
Well, it depends. Did you include descriptions of us?
Just a basic, species and
Politics.
coloring and
Any good
disposition and
plastic surgeons in
clothing
town?
and distinguishing marks.
Right. So yes, descriptions of us.
I mean, I'm not great at describing things. I lack imagination. I lack flair. It's been said.
Well, it's also been said that you're going to have to do something here to get yourself out of this little predicament that you've put us all in.
Yeah, I'm learning it real good. Quick study, me, but not so smart that I would have notions.
Does thrice heard and witness work under if it's like made under duress and stuff, or is like doesn't count in the court?
You don't know?
Well, I mean, he doesn't
We don't have
seem like he
Gaius.
has any solutions, and if he can't be creative, maybe he also needs to go.
I was hoping for some way to reverse the damage that was done. But if that's not an option.
But who is this red scale dragon knight guy? Does anyone know about that? Who's that?
Yeah, we'll worry about him later.
Well, I guess nobody.
He's just some political figurehead.
So no creativity, huh?
What? No! I have it in droves, but not the kind of creativity that'll get me in trouble.
Not the kind of creativity that will save your life either.
Figure out how to save your own life, Gnome.
Okay. Here's what I propose. Okay, you all turn around and count to 600,000, and as soon as you do, turn back around, and I will have made my escape. That's how I save myself. Yeah, I think it's
Very
pretty
clever.
How did I do this moonbeam again?
Yeah. You're starting to bore Leela. You know what happens then.
What would you want from me?
How can you reverse this without making it look so suspicious?
I don't know. Are you gonna go over to Dunn's Point and kill everybody?
Might have to. Do you have any kids?
I like.
Would you like?
Oh.
Any pets?
Yeah. I have a badger.
He does not seem. Whoa, I'm sorry. This is loud.
So here's what we're going to do. Carver is still alive.
Yeah, saw him just the other day.
No, you saw him today.
Saw him today.
You saw him and his fallen orcs do all of this.
And then proceed into landward? Or they went out to sea?
I don't know.
They descended into the sky on a beam of moonlight.
No, we're going believable.
He kind of looks over to Leela. I mean,
She's from the Feywilds. She's an exception to the rule.
got it.
Right. But you're going to warn them that there are orcs, specifically Carver and some of the Fallen, who escaped the blast and managed this as lovely Sergeant Isabel was just doing her duty of looking for survivors.
Got it.
And you, our cunning little gnome, was hiding on the roof and managed to escape notice the entire time. But you saw it all.
And shot myself in.
You've been healed. You're fine.
I mean, not that much.
We got more of that.
Yeah,
if
he
you
can get
want.
hurt again.
Someone
Too.
give him another berry.
I ate all of them.
Right. Well, we'll finish that before you go. But you're going to draft the letter. You're going to send the letter
To
before we
whom?
release you from our care.
And to whom am I sending this?
Everyone that you sent the previous letter to.
You're not smart at all.
You don't want me to send it higher up the chain so that word reaches them of this story before the people of Dunn's Point report it?
Well, I suppose that's rather cunning, isn't
No,
it?
send it to all of them, because then they'll be like, "Why am I getting, different information from the same person?"
Right. That's why I was thinking hand it higher up the chain to people whom I haven't already told your information to. So if they get this information first and get conflicting information from Dunn's Point, you can just say they're drunk.
Yes. Send
Are
it
you
to
gonna
higher and lower.
Warlord? He's
Yeah, higher and lower.
It
finger.
really confused the situation.
Make
You
sure we're all
told
on
me
the
to
same
just be
page.
creative. I'm trying.
No, you're doing great. You're doing. What was your name?
You could do better.
Yeah, what is your name?
Pong.
All right, Pong, you're doing great. We really appreciate your hard work in keeping everybody safe.
I try. Normally, I just break bricks all day.
Well, you should maybe look for a job in reconnaissance.
No, don't give him ideas.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I can
Pong.
just leave this life
Yeah.
behind me and forget everything that happened to me until before this day.
That's a great idea.
But I need to write letters first.
Yes, you're writing it here.
Okay, so to whom? To the steering committee? To
All of the above.
to Councilman Taggart, chief advisor to Prince Swain, to Lady Amelia Denarius.
Sure.
I can make a check for this, but who would Lavari know that would be a good person to send this information to, as far as getting it spread quickly and efficiently?
It's hard to tell with what
The recent power struggle.
with the recent
Okay.
troubles. It's hard. Yeah, I mean, you know how political situations tend to shift, and your name might not carry as much weight.
Oh no, it wouldn't be Lavari's name. It would be just this guy's report.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pull up my notes here. I mean, anyone on the steering committee, really.
Okay.
Or, Quicksilver.
Okay.
Yeah, Quicksilver is, he's essentially the head of a newspaper, but he's also a spy master for the royal family.
Okay.
And he is one of the few automatons that you've run into in your life.
I thought you had beef with the royal family. Why are you siding with them? You refuse to tell me that who the red dragon dude is, and he's the bad guy. We're still the good side.
I'll tell you later. I told you it's just not important right now.
This is the
He's
worst
mostly
intel.
folk tales and
gathering.
hot air anyway.
Ugh. I'm gonna go feed the horses.
So, I'm going to write a letter to Quicksilver. He's
Gotcha.
going to disperse the information to whoever it needs to go to.
That it was Carver. Now, did Carver make that happen?
He did.
He
He
did.
did. Yes.
I know this.
Saw it.
How?
You saw the explosion, didn't you?
I did. And
Right.
I saw Carver do it with magic.
Well, Carver, you overheard his lackeys actually talking about this today, about how it was such luck for them that they happened to be out at sea when the ley lines that they had been corrupting exploded.
Got it.
Worse.
And how did they corrupt the ley lines?
By shoving ghosts into them.
They shoved ghosts into
Yes, yes, the people who understand science will understand.
it. Got it.
They corrupted them. Just say that they corrupted them.
Got
If
it.
anybody asks, there was a lot of big words you did not understand.
Is that gonna spread to the other ley line? My own professional curiosity is out of this.
Well, the corrupted ley lines have exploded. Imploded, maybe? I don't really know.
And what do I tell her about that? As he's pointing to the big gaping hole in the sky that is still not completely sealed up from the bag of holding bomb.
That is a side effect of all of the magic in the ley lines. But you may not know that. You are a cunning little gnome.
Is that the astral sea?
What do you know about the astral sea?
I mean, just basic stuff. Sort of like.
Would you know if that was the astral sea?
I don't know how to answer that. Are you going to hurt me?
No, because we need you to write a letter.
Well, you know how you can sort of like position yourself and see things floating out there?
Mm-hmm.
Like other worlds?
Right. Consider it an omen from the gods.
Think of okay, so dumpling soup, right? You have dumpling soup, and all the worlds are dumplings. And the soup in the middle, that's the astral.
Sure. Whatever you think it is, go ahead and include it then.
No, but like, you know what happens if you get too much of your soup inside of your dumpling? The dumpling gets soggy and falls apart. So that's a bad thing. Bye, Ray. Did you have to go now? Good night.
Good night.
See you, Ray.
Yeah, it was fun.
Heck yeah.
Always.
Thanks, Ray. Hope you are okay for work tomorrow.
Yeah, for real.
What did you say?
It's pretty late.
Yeah, it is.
Well, sweet dreams, Ray.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day at work.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
So that's a problem.
Right. But a
And-
problem for someone else to deal with.
Right, but the people who are dealing with it might need some accurate information. And I'm just wondering, how do I get that to them and still do the thing that you want done?
Right. Theoretically, one of the orcs may not have been very wise. And they have tried to store a bag of holding inside of a bag of holding.
Don't give details.
Yeah.
The best
when
lies are vague. You have
Yes,
to be vague
and-
when you lie.
and if
That's why
you're
you're good at lying.
If your explanations require explanations,
Well,
you're in
no.
trouble. For sure.
Right. Don't tell them that. But if you must have details, one of the orcs, you heard Carver saying this, was stupid and probably put a bag of holding inside of a bag of holding.
You don't know, but you might have had a bag of holding, and you might have put another.
If I did it,
It would have been that orc.
At this point, I'm okay with being the outsiders, the outlaws, and just killing this dude because he's asking too many questions.
Listen, he does have a point though. Somebody has to fix the rip in whatever we opened.
We can do that eventually when we help out the
I don't
gods.
know if we can.
How about I just tell them that there's some dimensional magic at play here?
That's a great idea. See, this is why you're a cunning little gnome.
I'm just really trying hard not to die.
Not hard enough.
Yeah, true.
Open Wish said the exact opposite last time, like not to say anything to anybody. I was like,
I know. We're not supposed
Oh,
to be telling no
yeah,
one
it's
nothing.
like,
That's right.
So
Oh.
we are going to give you some paper and a pen, right?
Yep.
can we veto this? With three of us disagree with this decision of telling them all the secrets.
Do you want us to have to be stopped everywhere we go because our faces are on wanted posters, or do you want them to be distracted by something bigger?
Oh gosh,
Well, I don't know. We could probably, if it wasn't such a waste of time, we could probably stand trial and be acquitted because it doesn't. Who's going to actually prove it? You know, like I mean, but it's just a waste of time to go through all that stuff. Like
I
we're
mean,
on.
shit,
Exactly.
I can build a Law and Order fucking.
I know, but that sucks.
We missed our chance to stand trial when we murdered.
I don't
all
want
of
to be a
these
gnome
people.
lawyer. Get my fucking gnome lawyers out.
At least
we
be
go
vague
stand
about it.
trial
You don't have to
now.
give so many details. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't know the details, like from
What
an
details? Who knows details? I don't know anything.
Dimensional magic, Carver, the ley lines. Just do that stuff and
Don't dimension
say
anything,
that
no.
you heard the orc say that, and we're so happy we can blame it on the outsiders.
Well, maybe don't go that far. Don't mention us by name.
Who are the outsiders?
Huh?
Who are the outsiders?
Who? I don't know. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
We were some band of people on a land boat over
Oh.
southern Iberia.
Oh,
Wait, it's gone, right?
yeah.
So,
Sorry, guys.
Oh my gosh.
They're just pursuing their dreams.
I made
So,
and everything.
can I write the letter now?
You get one hand to write this, which is your dominant.
My left.
All right. I will untie his left hand.
Begins jotting down pretty much what you said.
Okay. Okay.
Does it look good? Do we approve of this? Does anyone have a memory wiping spell? Does that exist?
That does exist.
Yeah, I got this thing that
higher level though.
erases memories real quick.
I like that one.
Flat end of my blade. Whop.
I'm for that solution.
Now, just need to find an owl.
Oh man.
Where was the previous owl post at in this town?
It was next to the town hall.
Was, yes, next to the town hall. He's nowhere in sight.
Right, but the owls just like poof through little pocket dimensions and stuff, right?
Somebody roll me a D100. If it is 51 or higher,
Not it.
the owl is there. If it is 50 or lower, the owl is not there.
He said he
Wait.
sent owls, so there must be an owl.
He sent
Animal
owls
messenger.
before the explosion.
Can I use animal messenger?
Yes, maybe. What is animal messenger? Tell
Is
me
that
about
an app?
animal messenger. All right, so you use an animal, choose a tiny beast you can see within range. Squirrel, blue bear, dragon, location.
Oh. Nope, never mind.
I mean, yes, you could.
Hang on.
It won't be quite as fast as an owl network, but
Okay, let's find an owl. I had like locate animal or something and I didn't pick it. Gosh darn it.
somebody roll me a D100.
Not it.
I'm not feeling lucky. Someone else has to do it.
I'll try it. If space you don't
Get
want
it.
to roll.
No, go ahead, Bish.
All right.
I just don't want to get blamed.
The owl is not there.
Yeah.
We tried.
At least that was like a definitive no, and not like a oh man, it was like a 46.
mhm.
Right.
Fair.
A couple more, and I would have been there.
I thought we were fighting all the establishment anyway, so we can just go on being the bad guys, you know.
Right, but that's not going to get us to my mother faster. That's going to hinder us at every single turn.
Oh golly.
Until we prove our innocence and then become heroes. Do we capture Carver, get his head, and then take it back and say,
Ooh, who knows where he's at?
It's too dangerous to become a hero. We're better off anonymous, I think.
"True"?
Time for a rebrand.
The outsiders, more like, who are those guys, right?
Who are those guys?
Anonymous
I'm no
guys.
longer Wish. I'm now Wash.
Yes, let's find a plastic surgeon.
We should get a haircut.
Lilo will
Shin
be
extension surgery. Oh yeah.
How long does it take to get to Dunn's Point?
About 16 hours.
Oh,
I like a good clip.
They're waiting for the squad to report back anyway, so we can.
No,
if the
I'd say
owls
it's
got
like
there,
12 hours. 12 hours.
but anyway,
Quicker if you're on horseback. But you killed all the horses.
so what about our horses? They're dead also.
Roll me a D100.
Not me.
I'll get this one.
D1 or higher, the horses are alive.
Yeah, she can
You
take
say
care of the
D1?
horses.
Horses are dead.
you said 1 or higher?
No, 51 or
Oh.
higher.
I was
65.
like, 1 or
All right,
higher.
so the horses are alive. And
Artek's still alive. Heck yeah.
the horses and the donkey are still alive.
Good job.
All right.
So you can make it to Dunn's Point in about 8 hours.
Well, I think that we avoid Dunn's Point at all costs now. We're going straight around it. But you, cunning little gnome, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna use my mage hand, and I'm going to tap his forehead with the mage hand finger and say, "This has tethered us now. I will know where you go and who you talk to for the next 24 hours."
We're letting him go?
Check. At
Deception.
advantage because he's terrified.
Okay. Don't fail me this time. 19.
Okay.
Right. So if you don't do as you're told or you say anything wrong, I will come back.
Can someone do an insight check to see if he seems like he's truthful, that he'll do it?
I have
You
terrible.
can, 'cause you suggested it.
I don't know if I have the
best
stats for
insight out
it.
of all of us anyway.
Yeah,
You
you're
and
wisdom.
maybe Wish.
No, but Wish got good wisdom too. Can we both do it, Wish and me? Double
Yeah,
our
I'd like to
chances?
look into his eye.
Sure. Both of you roll me an insight check.
Okay, yay.
Okay, yeah, good idea. Where is
If I
it?
could find it.
Yeah, right, me too. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Why am I rolling it with
Seems
2?
on the level. Because you are either set to advantage or disadvantage.
Set to disadvantage. Oops.
Right. So you're going to deliver this message and then not speak about it again.
Ever.
Ever.
Right.
Unless you directly asked about the contents of the message, in which case you may relay what we discussed today.
Okay.
And I will know where you are at all times because we are tethered.
Gotcha.
We can swear to the world anyway, just in case.
Swear on that one pet that you like. What's their name?
Swear it 3
Chauncey?
times.
I swear on Chauncey.
Oh, it's just like that dude I lost.
Oops.
Good. Good.
Like,
Make him do it 3
tears
times.
rolling down his face.
Right. Now, you're
Just
going to
silently
take care of
weeping.
this so that by the time we get where we're going, which is not Dunn's Point unless we have to turn around, which would be very unfortunate.
You don't have to tell him our plans.
We already said we're not going to Duns Point.
Dan just puts his hand on LeVar's shoulder. You know, there may be some merit in not telling him.
Oh, we have to kill him.
I know. We should just kill him. Get the letter from his hands and kill him. We could just mail it out when we get the chance.
It's like, oh, Carver killed me.
Bad thing.
Yeah.
He's trying not to be a terrible person.
It's too
Too
late.
late. We murdered
It's way too
half the
late.
world.
We are the baddies.
We could never wash off this blood from our
We
hands.
didn't do that. We blew up a mountain. Carver murdered everyone else.
Oh,
Anyway, we have other things to be doing. So, let's go.
Can you leave the rope?
You want it left on?
No, not the rope around me.
Do you also want to be bound and greased?
It's private.
It's not a game situation, I promise. I don't want. I want to be able to not be up here.
Oh, I thought I brought him down, didn't I?
Oh no, I thought y'all went back up into the. Okay, y'all.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know. I thought we were on the ground. But yeah, we'll make sure you're on ground before we go.
Push him
Got
to the
it.
ground.
Right. All right, everybody.
Before we leave or do anything, or while he's writing the thing, I'm gonna mount the corpses like a Sitting Bull did, and then I'm gonna carve. Carver was here in common. On their backs.
Got it.
No, put it in orc. Put it in orcish.
I don't know how to speak. Here's a knife. You read it.
I don't want to write it. I'll tell you.
Do you have any
speak
handwriting?
Orcish. I don't know how to write in Orcish.
Wow, these cool knives.
Is draconic or common? That's all I got.
No, look at the picture. I just drew it here.
But
All
what
right,
if
I'll
someone's like
I'll
a
try to copy
handwriting
it.
expert and can tell that it's not his handwriting?
Go kill him.
No, he's going to
Dun.
So just think it was one of his lackeys anyway.
Guys, we have to prep for the Law and Order episode or session. Okay.
No, it sucks.
Sorry, but I mean, come on, guys.
That's best. That's literally the best reaction ever. No, it sucks.
Oh.
Amazing.
All right.
So yeah, you
Well-
now have a terrified gnome who is running the fuck away the first chance he gets.
That's
Like
okay.
running for the hills.
He's
get
going
out
to
my
You're
be-
gonna have to
crossbow.
get one of those
You know this-
tracking spells.
He is neither running in the direction of Iberia or Duns Point.
Pong, you're
Yeah,
going the wrong
Lavari.
way.
Jeez, LeVar, he's just like Mortimer again. You threaten him, and he just lies to you.
He's going just straight north.
Mortimer turned his life around.
That one I believe, yeah.
He's dead now.
Saint Mortimer the
Yeah.
Pentless. Yes, glory be upon him.
Oh man, I forgot about that. Oof.
But you killed all the bandits.
Yeah.
True.
Oh.
We're like superheroes. We're so
Look,
good.
we didn't do anything wrong. I mean, we have to get that out of our head that we're like criminals or something. We were in a no-win situation.
Oh,
My
did-
conscience
we
is
did
so
what-
clear.
Yeah,
you're like powder.
I know. We're acting like we are criminals, but we're not. You know, it was just an unfortunate
Arcane
consequence.
Oh, arcane powder.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought powder the movie from the '90s or something.
Yeah, I thought that too, and I
Yeah,
was like, I
I
don't
was like-
remember that,
Containment
that part of
That's,
it.
that's not like powder at all.
Yeah.
Movie. Nothing like that.
It's been a while since I've seen it though. So.
Yeah, powder from Arcane, who was just trying to
Yeah,
help.
that's what I was
Fucking
thinking.
everybody up.
Arcane's so
It
good.
happens
Oh my gosh.
sometimes.
I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of in my head a little bit as I was like, okay, so what the fuck happened? I'm like, oh, that's what happened. It's the only thing that makes sense that happened. But it
Oh,
also did,
unfortunate.
like, speed along a lot of like late game stuff and brought it to the forefront. Like, y'all weren't supposed to learn about like the gods being trapped in the pillars for a
Mm.
while.
Yeah, as soon as LeVar lets us know, we'll know we're on the good side.
Yeah.
She won't tell us anything still.
Shit.
You didn't ask
He did. I did. He said, "Oh, this is for later. It's for later."
about
Tell you later.
the scale knight guy.
So yes,
Oh,
as
but
the as Pong runs away off to the northwest, um, y'all eventually find the horses and the donkey, and gather together to talk about your next steps.
We're headed straight for Iberia. I mean, well, I am. You, I guess, can all do what you want.
well, we're all criminally bonded now. So.
It is more suspicious if we all stay together.
And I'm
Right.
sorry.
It is more suspicious if we all stay together. I mean, how many tieflings, dragonborn, gnomes, and fairies are going to be traveling together?
7.
I thought
The entire world.
I like those
Seven.
odds, actually.
I thought the first message was some kind of like misleading incrimination. Wasn't that? I thought they tried to clear up.
Distract everybody in Iberia.
Well, we'll just ride around it or whatever. It'll take probably a couple extra days.
Modify memory. Dang it.
You had that all along.
I didn't. I'm looking up the level spells, and it is a level 5.
When disaster strikes, the time to prepare is over.
Ain't no druids can learn modify memory.
And I'm at druid spells by level.
Oh, I believe
that'll
it.
do it.
Well, too late now. Poor Pong.
Yeah, that would have been so much more useful.
Yeah.
Right?
I know. No, but it says class is bard wizard. Why is it on druid spells by level?
They update it a lot. Like what it's showing you is the picture from the player's handbook of the spell, like directly out of the player's handbook.
Okay.
And a lot of classes have been updated as far as like what their spell list covers.
Sometimes it'll also be like a specific subclass that'll get it, where the whole class has
Oh.
a subclass.
Yeah, like a trickery domain cleric gets modify memory.
Gotcha.
A bard can use magical secrets to learn modify memory.
That's you, Space.
I don't know if I can level up any more Bard.
Hmm.
I gotta take some damage and stuff. I'm already a little worried about having to be 2 levels behind, but it is what it is. Can I use some downtime to ritually cast identify on that? I had glasses with lenses on it.
Sure.
It's just one of the few things I did not know.
Describe to me how you ritually cast identify as people are like rounding up the horses and such.
I'll take those the beetle pros and I have to touch the object and whatnot, and I'll say the incantation words.
Gotcha.
Yeah, some draconic thing.
So
10 minutes or so, I think.
after about 10 minutes or so, all of a sudden you have a set of eyes of charming.
Ooh.
They're also kind of unuseful.
Yeah.
And I'll is this something you have to be attuned to?
I don't
Or
know.
is it just
It's
I'll
in the- Let me pull it up.
I don't have any more slots.
Yeah. Charming, not curming.
I also have eyes of Kerming.
Ah, well.
3 charges, it seems. Requires attunement.
Yes.
Oh, it's a wondrous item. Oh, my ugly butt can use it. So, does anybody want this eyes of Charmy? I dropped my glasses anyway.
And remember, when you ritually cast something, it does not take a spell slot.
I mean, I'll take them specifically because I think it'll look fun with the eye patch.
All right, I'll hand that over to Lavari and take it out of my thing. Does anybody need anything identified or anything? I have this awesome skill I learned. No, I guess not.
Not that I can think of.
All right. I'm ready to head out. Then we have a new route. Skirting around Duns Point. Ready to set out, bosses.
Off we go then.
All right. So, as you set off on the horses, following what is now the coastline, as you get, you trot along and you can see the whirlpool now completely clear as it is not stopped. It now seems to be a perpetual whirlpool that just exists in the center of what used to be the River Valley Peninsula.
It is beautiful.
I mean, it is. It is, especially since like the strange, like purple and bluish glow of the hole in the space directly above it. It casts a strange light upon the whirlpool that, whenever mixed with the sunlight, sort of makes a dreamy kind of hue that almost seems to be pulling you deeper in towards it. But you can see now that the entire coastline has been reshaped. The waves have caused rocks to pile up along the edges, the sand itself to start to break apart. And what used to be a single solid piece is now a small archipelago. Iberia proper stands in the distance, and it being on top of the high hill that ends in a series of cliffs that overstretch the sea, is oddly enough untouched and seems to be standing true. So, outsiders, as you are proceeding into, we will skip the travel because a lot of stuff has happened and I don't have anything particularly interesting for travel here currently.
Can Lavari tell us about the secret stuff that she still hasn't told us about when we're traveling? At
All I
least
would say is,
we can
it's
catch
about
up.
a 3-day ride straight to Iberia proper. So we will get to the first night in the camping and firelight, and we will have a scene there, and we will end after that.
Okay. So we freed some gods. Well, I guess they don't call themselves gods. They call themselves the originals, which is it sounds a little dramatic if you ask me. Any questions?
Oh, who's that red scale guy? Red dragon.
Oh,
scale?
he's just some blowhard who did some favors for King Swain and was granted dukehood, and not a fan, but you know.
But so it's okay for us to fight him then, because you are against King Swain, correct? We're still on the same side we were before. We haven't. We're still the good
Thinking
guys.
somebody's a dick and going to war against them.
Oh, his mom was like some kind of monster and whatnot.
Oh, his
That's
mom is an
specifically.
absolute menace.
Well, when you kill somebody, you destroy their seed, so you know that nothing's left of them on the earth.
Well,
You know.
Gotta end the family line.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a bit of a. Oh, I don't know what to even call him. He's not very good at what he does. He's a bit of a skirt chaser.
Mm.
You rascal.
We can
Well,
use
so
that against
are
him.
we against the crown or not? What is going on?
22.
You may be whatever you want. I think that he's incompetent, and somebody who can actually do their job should sit on the throne. But that doesn't mean I want to murder him
Oh.
and put someone else on the
Yeah, that's how things happen nowadays. What, you want elections?
Well, there's a lot of things that go in noble politics. Obviously, there's been some shenanigans in Iberia.
Yeah. Your mom seemed like she was an expert at it. Look at what's going on.
Oh.
Damn! Inspiration!
What?
That was a major burn.
That was a
I'm going
burn.
to ignore that comment.
Is that a vicious mockery?
Yeah.
I already have 3 points of psychic damage.
We've had rests since then, I think. But anyway, yeah, it's like you have to, like, you know, we are siding with you, and you still being like all wishy-washy about it. It's like, come on, let us kill him if that's what has to be done.
Well, I don't know that it's what has to be done. I am not the decision maker. I get the information, I bring it back to the people who are good at making decisions, and then they make decisions.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Revolution.
Yeah, listen to the little boss. She's smart.
I mean, if it comes down
I
to
don't
it,
know
if
about
that's what it takes to save my family, then that's what I'm going to do. But until I know that that's the case, I'm not going to plan a royal assassination.
And what about this god stuff?
Oh, well, apparently, are you familiar with the pillars, the crystal pillars, and the ley lines, and all of the stuff with
just
that?
just the one in Shao that we knew about. We didn't know there were more.
Well, there's 6 of them, and supposedly 6 more on Celestia that are tethering them together. And according to Thanatos, this god original man thing, we destroyed one of them that had been restraining him and his counterpart, and set him free. But he doesn't want revenge on mankind. I don't think he's out to destroy the world. He gave me a fancy bow, I think, and turned into a cloud of butterflies.
Rude, because I was
Oh,
there
that was-
too. I got nothing.
I'm gonna take a fraction out of my pack and say, "Oh, he gave me this to give to you."
Oh my gosh, great. I knew it. You need to go save his friends.
After
Oh,
we
yes,
deal
yes,
with
yes.
what's happening in
After we get
Iberia.
Yes, yes.
So we're gonna save your mom, right? We're gonna mount a rescue operation.
Yes, tentatively. I mean, it depends on what's happening when we get there, but ideally, yes.
And is it
You-
even still there?
Iberia? Yeah, we can see it in the distance.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. True.
Yeah, I'd say it's
So,
like not like a mountain, but like a really high rocky cliff.
Lavara, you've lived there a long time. Can you tell us about the defenses? Can we sneak in? We'll be able to sneak in. Let's use this scrying eye to see where your mom is exactly, and we'll try to
Not
figure
a
out
bad
from
idea.
there. Yeah, you're a caster now. We got no muggles. Here, toss you the thing.
Oh my gosh, there are no more muggles. Wait,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, we're all magical now. Just a bunch of magic anime girls.
Woo!
Yeah.
17, damn. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I am using the scrying eye.
Okay. What's the DC on the scrying eye? Actually, no, she wouldn't. Would she know it's you?
It's a good question.
Your mom has a +4 to her Arcana. Okay.
What does that mean?
You look into the scrying eye, and the colors swirl and change into the eye pattern that appears to be looking back at you. And then all of a sudden, you're seeing yourself from a third-person perspective being shot up into the sky. It's then landing. What you are seeing is you are seeing your mother, who is... She's wearing almost like leather armor, but it's a different... It's a cross between leather armor and hunting leathers. Very dark colored. She has her hair drawn back into a just really kind of like flat against her head, and then wrapped in a dark scarf. You see her sitting at a table, a lavishly appointed table. So, do you think our ruse worked? Oh, darling, you're doing perfectly. How are your ankles and your wrists holding up? Is sitting in the stocks all day taxing? Well, no more than some other activities I enjoy.
Mom!
Didn't even know that about my mom.
There is some heady sexual tension here. The voice you recognize as belonging to Amelia Denarius.
Damn. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, don't worry. You won't have to deal with it much longer. As long as it's necessary, as whatever is important to the Crown's endeavors. And you understand that your reward is waiting on the other side of this. Of course. After all, I don't come cheap. After a moment, do you feel that? I think we have somebody crashing our party.
Leela.
Did you see that?
And then hear the snapping of fingers and see two. You can see a very well manicured hand with the last two fingers that just have long lacquered nails on the end. And you hear the snap, and your vision is taken out as the sensor has been dispelled.
Well, shit.
Would you still have very good news?
Very, very complicated news. So my mother, I don't believe, is in need of a rescue mission, which is nice.
Save the gods.
But she is with Amelia Denarius, and they are making plans together.
I knew you were the bad guy.
I'm not the bad guy. Listen, my mother is a very smart woman. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, can you tell us what your mom is currently?
Can you describe
know.
in vivid detail?
Is she also bound and greased?
Yay.
Gosh.
Ooh.
Eyes wide shut, indeed.
That is perfect. Hello. Oh.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, however much or however little of that you want to share is entirely up to you.
Yeah, we're not going to go into the details of how they were interacting with each other. Just, the fact that she's not in the stocks, and there is some kind of plot happening, and Amelia Denarius happens to be a part of that plot.
Does that change how you feel about Miss Denarius? Lady Denarius? Or I suppose.
It's not my job to feel things about people.
You're severely biased towards your mother, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, she's my mother.
I'm sure she has her reasons.
Okay, I guess. I am neutral. We'll keep doing what we're doing.
We need to find more snacks. I mean, we need to save the gods, so I think we should get moving.
Well, I've got other people in Iberia who may be able to either give us an idea of what's happening or send us on our way to free some gods.
Have you gotten any letters back from your contacts that you sent out?
I don't think we've gone to an owl.
Post, yeah.
They show up wherever you are. We
Yeah,
need a
they
postal
usually
thing to
go.
send, but not to receive.
Yeah, you have to have a post to send something, but usually if something's going to be sent, it's usually done immediately.
Can you check your inbox?
There's a lot of explanations why. For instance, if they're wanting to send a package and have to get it prepared before they give it to the owl. I mean, there's lots of explanations of why something hasn't appeared
Yeah,
yet.
it's only been like 2 days since I sent it, right?
Yeah. No, not even that.
Yeah.
We've done a lot in that time.
Right.
Yeah, no, it was about 2 days, yeah.
No word yet, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean that it won't come.
Well, but does this new intel change anything? What are we doing? What's our mission now?
I still want to know what's happening because I just have a bad feeling. But that's up to you. You don't have to go with me.
It's an anime plot line. Things get a hell of a lot more complicated before they get simpler.
Yeah.
No, we should go put boots on the ground there and see what the situation is.
And we'll also find out if you're wanted or not.
That's a good point.
Follow up with our gnome friend.
There's some good libraries there too that may have more information on the crystal pillars that these originals are trapped in.
Yeah, we can go. We can go.
Maybe
We
the originals are, because while Thanatos did not seem like he wanted to destroy the world in retribution for being locked in a crystal pillar for who knows how many centuries, it could still be the case. I'm not that good at reading people.
Well, we have to pick a side. I mean, we've been lied to our whole lives, saying that the old gods were evil or whatever. But apparently, Mundos and I forgot the other guy.
Mundus and Arcturus.
Yeah, and Arcturus were the ones that did this and just made up lies. It's like, who would do that? Who would do something evil and then make up some lie about it later, like to try to cover their tracks? You know, that's horrible.
I'm confused about this hierarchy, anyways, because like, why did all these gods need mortals to free them? You know, I mean, it's just.
Well, they're trapped.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, as gods, they're just like more powerful than us. But like, where are they in the grand scheme of things? Really, you know, I mean, they can't get themselves out, but they need like puny. Like,
why are they talking to you, Lavari?
People to do it. Yeah.
Why wouldn't they talk to me?
Well,
Because you're very vague.
Like elementals and spirits, and then there's like demons and devils, and then there's hierarchies of that, and then there's like folk who then have their own social hierarchies within that, and then you have like greater elementals, you have genies, you have like lesser idols, you have demigods, then you have gods, and then above them you have great astral beings.
Right. So, but any one of those things that you listed could present themselves as a god to us, anyways, and we would be forced to accept it because like, it's still more like powerful than we are.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh,
demigods have more license to act than gods do. Gods have rules.
Thanatos also did not say that he was a god. He specifically said he was an original.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You would know, actually, all of you would know as like the originals refer to. So in the lore of the Church of the Question, originally, when the question was, people essentially projected what they thought the question was, essentially their own idea of God, and in order to respond to all of those needs of the people saying, you are this, no, you are this, no, you are this, the question split itself up into several different aspects, and those became the first gods. And from then on, further splintered into smaller beings that are the not necessarily the lesser gods, but like the second tier gods. You can liken it to like the Titans and the Greek gods.
All right, makes sense.
So Thanatos, referring to himself as one of the originals, he is one of the greater forces and the first children of the question, quote unquote.
Got it. Still think it's weak that he needs mortals to set him free, but that's all right.
I'm not advocating for this guy. He is. You think I'm vague and cryptic? You should have heard him. Leela did hear him. And then he turned into butterflies instead of answering questions. So I'm not his biggest fan. But if
He's
the
hot.
world is going to be... he is hot. There was that.
Hot?
Physically, I am a big fan. But his whole not really my type. But he did say that there was something about, the world can't sustain this pattern for that much longer, and if we don't do something, then the world gets destroyed.
And he has snacks.
That too, right.
Yes, which he gave me, not any of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I say, let's go.
Nobody else got that. Anyway, moving on.
We don't deserve the snacks. It's okay.
We should take that bag of potatoes too before we leave.
True.
Y'all already left. Y'all are like a
Oh
day.
yeah, we're gone. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I imagine we restocked rations
Yeah.
before we left.
Restock rations. You definitely took this sack of potatoes
Good.
and some booze.
It was on my mind.
Yeah, we need that.
Also, fuck it. You found like 600 gold in the remnants of the town. Did me as much as else. I'm a benevolent god. Because honestly, there's like 3 separate things right now that could potentially end the world that are all going on right now.
Oh yeah, and we haven't picked any of them.
Hey,
We're like, yeah, let's destroy the world on our own.
It's amazing how wealthy we've become, though, in just like a really short time by doing the stuff that we've been doing. Like we're all carrying around a ton of gold. I had nothing before I met you guys, and now I'm loaded. Yeah.
Right.
I don't have that much gold, but that's because I had to spend all of it on the owls.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
how much gold did it require?
That's okay. I don't remember. I just remember that I had gold before, and then I was down to which 80 gold is not that little, but for level 10, it's not a lot.
That's true. Yeah, y'all got a heavy boost in power, but y'all are still like Iberia will be the first like city that y'all are at.
Yeah.
So
Shirin
you
has,
know
like,
what? I will
thousands of
give you
gold.
my 100 gold share because
Oh,
No,
I
that's
don't buy
okay.
anything. All of this worldly stuff doesn't mean anything to me.
Right. It'll go into the Leela snack fund.
See, I knew I could trust you with my money.
Well, I can't have you going hungry. Otherwise, I think you might eat one of us.
You know, I never considered that until now. But Ray might have been right. Shadin does look delicious.
I got scales and stuff. I'm like the hardest one to deal with.
Alligator was pretty yummy, so
have you ever eaten crab?
Yeah. Boil them in my mouth, I guess. Yeah.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
potatoes. Back to the potatoes. The best.
Full circle.
Full circle. So with a heavy dose of existential dread and a new direction available, if not necessarily a path, you all go throughout your various watches through the evening. One last thing, as you are drifting to sleep, Lavari, the spectral figures that you've been seeing fairly recently and more often as of late, you're noticing as a couple walks down the road, they're slowly dispersing and rising. You feel a skeletal hand on your shoulder and look up to see the glowing eyes of the ferryman. You've done well. Business is picking up. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Or today's session, rather.
Dang.
So death is back on.
Death's back on the menu.
Death's back on the menu, boys.
I still don't know our plan.
I don't know that we really have one at this
No.
point. Just let's go see what else we fucked up.
Yeah. You're going into town. That's all we know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
maybe-
whole sky is a problem.
The what?
Yes.
Like, I want to make this very plain. The hole in the sky is a problem. It'll slowly fix itself, but for now, it's an issue. Like, there's going to be some consequences from this.
Consequences is tomorrow's problems.
Yeah,
Consequences are they really?
just lots of critters spilling into the world.
Ooh. It's like Pacific
Carver?
Rim. Yeah.
What'd
Yeah,
you do?
Carver, man.
Bank just hunting down weird creatures that come out of that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is this solo leveling?
Sure. No, it's not solo leveling because you are very distinctly in a party.
Okay. Group leveling?
No, that was whenever you murdered everybody. Y'all leveled up quite a bit from that.
We murdered no one. I
Yeah.
still blame Carver.
Yeah.
Hey, no, it's just there's a lesson there in weapons of mass destruction are always more destructive than you anticipate them to be.
Fair.
Yeah, the destruction of the River Valley Peninsula is a metaphor for the societal destruction that follows after civilization has been racked by the threat of nuclear holocaust.
Once again, I want to bring up our intention with that. We really believed it may have only had the destructive power of a firecracker. You know, like we were trying to put it in the right place just to blow up a building, you know. So our intention was not to show off or like to use this massive amount of power. It was really like, I hope this works just to save our butts right now.
I will say the pillar was literally direct, like it was inside the ridge.
Oh yeah, probably inside that building, right?
No,
Was that
no, it
Paylor's?
was like within the ridge itself,
Oh.
like how
Like in the mountains.
it was just like a cliff face that was like the end of a mountain that went up to a single like ridge. Yeah, and it was flat top. Yeah, the pillar was inside of that. So whenever that exploded, it broke the pillar, which was connected directly into the ley line, and then
We save the gods. Isn't that more important than saving humans?
You did save the gods.
Was that
Death
Paylor's?
and life
I hope
are
the
back
gods
on.
remember that, though.
Right.
The Church of the Question worships Paylor, so if that was Paylor, where should be their heroes and whatnot? Right? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I heard Shelia say before she died. Saint Shelia.
Shouldn't what's his name give us some sort of trinket so that, you know, people can know we saved them rather than a bow? Something more significant.
I have the power of God and anime on my side, so
True. You're like chaos.
I am chaos.
Okay, so actually we should probably end the broadcast and then we can
Oh.
bullshit for a little bit. So thank you everybody for joining us once again for Dichotomy. I'm Smash. Everybody else say bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.